Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, we've got the reaction today from the stock market. As you can see, it's going down. I don't think this is a permanent thing, though. However, we've been taking profit all year. Well, the last month or so, maybe 6 weeks from the S&P, just trimming off all the time. At one point, I had $20,000 in the S&P, and I was up like 12-13% on it. If we look now at the S&P, we can see, let me come straight into it, the S&P now is down, and my profit is now nearly half of that, 7.63. But as you can see, I've sold my position. I only have one left. Been trimming off. We had a fantastic start to the year, but it was time to trim off because I think the markets are going to react badly for a while, but we're going to settle down. And of course, then we have December, which is tax season. People sell off anyway. So this is a natural reaction. I think the Fed report was as expected. It was a pause, like I said. I'm happy with that. However, we're going to go sideways for a while now. So now you want to start accumulating cash. Buy the dips if you want to, if they're below your levels. Or in my case, I'm going to be waiting for a while for bigger drops before I want to start dumping money in. I'm just going to start building up my cash now. Unless I see a flash crash on some particular stock, and that can happen, of course, on our volatile stocks. We could see drops of 20% on a day on our volatile stocks like Virgin Galactic or even Tesla for that matter. There are options and possibilities and opportunities all over the place right now. So we have to just be calm, not get carried away, not stress, and we'll be fine. Anyway, let's just bear with me a second as I go back to the back of the studio and make an adjustment here. Just bear with me. Okay, that's all done. So we're seeing the markets drop now. What am I doing? Nothing. I'm just waiting and being patient and letting the dust settle. In the UK, we had good news today. We had good news. It was expected a 5.5% rate, and actually they got 5.25. I'll share it with you. Let me bring it up to you now. The Bank of England, here we go, was expected to be 5.5. Consensus was 5.5, and it was actually unchanged, a pause like the US at 5.25. This is good news. And again, the Bank of England said the same as the Fed, that more rate hikes are on the cards. But I don't think so. They've not raised the rates now. They're just, I think it's just to cool and scare the market, and it's doing exactly that. They don't need to raise it. So if we go into the decision here, we can see here a little bit closer in. You can see, let me just zoom in a bit more if I can for you, make it as clear as possible. There you go. The Bank of England held its policy interest rate at 5.25 on September the 21st, keeping borrowing costs at their highest level since 2008, as policymakers opted for a wait-and-see approach following the latest inflation and labour data, which suggested that the accumulated impacts of previous policy tightening might be taking effect. There's a delayed reaction. It takes a while. If you put rates up today, it doesn't mean inflation goes down tomorrow. It takes a while. It was the first pause. It was the first pause in policy tightening in nearly 2 years. This is why it's so significant. So now we could get potentially the reaction. People sell off because they drive the prices down, buy back in again. And we are in a bull market, remember, and the bull market could then continue. In my opinion, we'll go sideways for a while. The Monetary Policy Committee voted 5-4 in favour of holding rates steady, with 4 members advocating for an additional 25 basis points increase. The central bank also stated that CPI inflation is expected to decline significantly in the near term. All right, core price inflation, reflecting lower energy inflation. Of course, that's seasonal as well. We could get oil, gas prices coming down end of the year. That's likely. So, and anyway, for me, this is all good news. It's not good news for those who are stressed, who sold out, who get all fearful. of course. That's why the markets are going down. But for me, red days present opportunity and just calmness and just gather your thoughts. I'm perfectly fine with today. I'm liking this. Green days, like I said before, you can't do anything with the green day. You can trim off a bit, but there's not much to do. The work starts when it goes red. That's when the work starts. That's when you start to taking profits off certain stocks, buying the dips, looking for opportunities, moving things around. Most importantly, investing in yourself, earning some money to put into the market, which is why I'm always live. I'm always working, trying to earn as much money as I can to put into the markets. Anyway, let's see who is here this morning. We've got Octavio Garcia, Jason Fallon, Sensei Crypto. I've got to put you in touch today with a few people. Let's see if Sensei's here. Sensei, are you here in the chat? Are you here? You are showing, but if you can come back to me. And Jose Quintana, are you here? Come back to me. Looks like you're both here, but just speak to me. Are you here? All right. So Sensei and Jose, I'm trying to get the attention of you guys. See if you're here. And I'll explain more if you come back to me. All right. YouTube, let me just update that. Buckaroony, good morning, Buckaroony. How are you? Buckaroony, good morning to you. Check the breakfast bar. Thank you very much. We'll come back to that shortly. Got some new pictures being sent in from you. I want some new pictures to be sent in to go around the outside of my frame here. So send, yes, I'm here. Hello, I'm here. Fantastic. Jose Quintana, are you here? Once I've got the two of you together, I will explain more. Right, okay. Safety shot. Charge point. Virgin Galactic. Do you notice how Virgin Galactic hasn't moved very much? It's doing all right. 187, went down as low as 186. Kind of holding its position, not really doing much compared to the markets. Anyway, we're all good. Berkshire Hathaway, started buying it yesterday. I had a close look at it though. It does run alongside the S&P. So I was looking at it thinking, is there any real need other than the romance of holding Berkshire Hathaway? You can just hold the S&P. It's just the same, really. I looked at its performance, and it's much easier as well for you to buy and sell because you can set price limits and stuff like that. Anyway, just a thought. I'm just going to tweak my position, I think. Henrik, good morning, Henrik. How are you? Welcome. Lovely to see you from Denmark. Will we have a green day after yesterday? Well, do you know, I'd say 50-50 on that one. I'm not sure because we had good news in the UK. They were expecting a 5.5 and it was a 5.25. What ETF for the S&P? VU. Got to be VU. You can do SPY or VU, but we've discussed it before. They are exactly the same. Now, you're going to say to me, no, they're not. They're a different price. They're different price because it was set. They're a different inception date, but they follow virtually identical. And when I say virtually, I mean 99% identical. The people tend to buy SPY who are very large traders, industry institutions and stuff like that, because they're trading millions of trades at a time and all the rest of it. But if you're a retail investor and you're not doing that, You're not trading millions of shares, hundreds of times, thousands of times a day. VU works out very, very slightly cheaper. And I don't mean cost of the stock, because its inception date was set different, so it was different times. But their growth is exactly the same. If you put the two over top of each other, they are identical. What I mean by that is the expense ratio. The VU is marginally, but it's so small it'll make no difference to you as a retail investor at all. I use VU. Some use SPY. It doesn't make any blooming difference. It only makes a big difference if you are an institution or whatever. Yeah, I use VU. It works out slightly cheaper, but very slightly, not even noticeable for me. Anyway, let's read this. Pedro Bound, good morning. Hey, says Bill, I'm just waiting to hear from Jose. When I hear from Jose, I'll put you. I'll explain with Bill. Sorry, not Bill. Sensei. Just waiting. Okay, just give me a bit. Just wait a moment for him to come back. Morning, everyone. Looking for a green finish today. Good evening. Good morning. A man from Earth. I have 6 shares of Tesla. Just bought one at 256. Good idea. Good idea. It could go a lot lower, but at the end of the day, we know where Tesla's going. So is it a problem that you're buying Tesla, at a discount now? I don't think so. Again, we're not trying to time the market, are we? You try and time the market, you're always going to lose, because no one can time the market unless you're amazing, and you're lucky and you're a wizard. Anyway, thank you, sir. You're very welcome. Hey, a man from Earth. There we go. Jose, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was on the phone. Right. Jose, I want, Sensei, you still here? I want to put you in touch with Sensei. Now, Sensei is in the chat, Sensei Crypto. I was explaining to you last night, I was talking to Jose via Discord about Sensei. He was asking about the crypto challenge. Now, one thing that you asked me, so I wanted to explain. First of all, I can put you now in touch with Sensei. If you use this here, he has a free and premium service, but if you use my code, which is 10K subs, you get a 7-day trial, 75% off. It's the best way to buy it. And all my members get the best deal anyway, more than a better deal than anybody else who uses his services. Now, he does you asked about, can I put less than $1,000 in? Of course you can. Of course you can. He has the $1,000 to 10,000 and the 7,000 to 100,000. But that doesn't mean to say you have to put $1,000 in. You can just do everything times by 10 if you wanted to do, or everything a half. So if you want to put $500 in, just do everything at half the amount he says. Basically what he's doing is this. He is doing our crypto. He studies crypto all the time. He has connections with people that work on the projects. He's very, very connected in it. He loves it. He breathes it all the time. I trust him. I use him on the show all the time. He's part of the show. He provides content all the time. I'm on the challenge. Most of my members are on the challenge, and I've got my real money in it, so I'm actually doing it myself. And I can share with you where I am on it. I can't share with you on the screen what all the crypto that he said to buy. Otherwise, you could just copy it. It's part of his premium service, right? And what I like about Sensei services is he's not trying, because he feels connected and responsible, and he loves the show and he wants to help me and help the show grow. He feels very responsible and wants to get it right. So we're not trying to pump stock or take assets, or take unnecessary risk. Of course, crypto always comes with risk, but I haven't got the time to study every single crypto, every ins and out. That's what he does. And what he'll tell me and all the members through his service is like, okay, today we're buying $50 of, what's 912? What's 912, Bill? Sorry, Mike. You went 912. Sorry, I don't know what you were saying there. And he'll say, today we're buying XYZ crypto, and we're going to spend $20 on that one. But what I like about it is it's a lot of patience and discipline and structure to it all. A lot of our money is still sitting in USDC. We are in certain crypto. We have XRP and Bitcoin and a few things. We have about maybe 20 different assets, and I've got $500 actually sat in USD at the moment, earning 5%, because we're waiting for bigger dips. We're not just jumping in. We're being very patient about it. And I'm up 20% on it. And considering that everything is down and crypto is down, to be up 20%, I'm very happy with that. So it's actually outperforming my main portfolio this year, so on my stocks. So I am happy with that. And when I started with it, I was at 1% of my allocation of my investments. Now it's 5%. So I'm very, very happy with Sensei services. So I wanted to put you in touch with each other. And since I started to talk to you about it, is Sensei here and is Jose here? Anyway, I want to put you both together. So Sensei, did you get all of that? Jose, did you get all of that? Hopefully you did. And I will give you Sensei's link as well. I've just given you the code to get the discount, but here is the website. And if you check the website here, you can have a look at his free services. I'll give it to you. I'll share it with you on the screen. There you go. There's the free content. Nice, I did. Fantastic. You got it all. Brilliant. Hopefully Sensei will come back to you in a few moments. And oh, there he is. Thanks, Martyn. Hello. There you go. Brilliant. So now I'll leave you to it. Fantastic. All right. Brilliant. Okay, great. But yes, the answer to your question is yes. You don't have to put $1,000 in. You can put in $50, just divide everything by the same percentage and do whichever level you want. Absolutely. I'm amazing, says Mike. Good morning, Mr. Bogues. Mr. Bogues, I apologize to you for not getting your video done yesterday. I was unable to do it. There's so much yesterday because of the FOMC report, putting that video out, and all the live shows. Today's show is going to be a shorter show, so I can get to that video and edit it and put it out this morning. So today's show is going to be shorter. I don't like not getting done what I said I was going to do, but I couldn't. I just did not have the time yesterday, and I'm in this studio 10 hours a day, so I really do not. I mean, this is all I do, but I just couldn't fit it in. So, Mr. Bogue, I will do your video in the morning. Hey, Mr. Bogues, lovely to have you here. Mr. Bogues, thank you for your follow yesterday. Thanks for following me. Let's have a look. I got a notification yesterday. I want us to have a look at your page because you followed me yesterday. Let me scroll down. Seth, Mr. Bogues, there he is. Brilliant. I'm looking at your Twitter page right now. You into Nicola? I love it. He's got his Nicola up there. He's into it big time, isn't he? With his truck and everything. I love it. Fantastic. Right, brilliant. There you go. So I'll get that done later on today. Hi, Mike. I'm adding Tesla whenever I can as holding long. Currently at 912 shares. May scoop up some more today. Fantastic. Great. Let's go through all our positions and see if we've got any assets we can move and shift. And welcome to Bronze Award Data Man. Hey, we've got a new member just joined. I will come to you in a second. Just bear with me. Yeah, 912. Can you believe it? I've got 25 and I thought I was doing all right. But I want to get 50 by the end of this year. So that's very, very nice. Yeah, Tesla is down today. Award Data Man.
Award Data Man has become a member.
Fantastic. So, award data man. Would everybody please welcome in? Look at that. Everyone welcomes you in. You get the best welcome here. So, award data man. You're new. Where are you from? We have members in 41 countries now. 41. We added yesterday Iceland. So we have 41 country. What country are you from? And we fly the flag for you. You never know. It might be the first country that we may have a new country. Anyway, welcome to you. Now, as a member, I want to give you all your perks and benefits. First of all, yes, you get a blue badge. It will upgrade to green, yellow and gold and pink and red and all the rest of it in time. It's the best investment you'll ever make because I will never, and I publicly promise this live on my show right now, I will never increase the price of the memberships. Never. Never. No inflation, never. And I will always provide more services and more things as we go into the future. Always. That's a promise. Publicly, I'm saying it, right? And your badge will recognize you as a member. Now, as a member, you'll get access to members-only live shows, members-only live chat. California, USA, thank you very much indeed. Lovely. We have members-only videos you can now see on the channel that you could not see before. Members only. So we have behind the scenes, we have special events that happened, in-person meetings when I went in person to the spaceport for Virgin Orbit. We have live meetups, many benefits there. You can go now see all these videos you could not see before. As a member, you can ask me to poll the audience, ask them a question. You can ask me to review a stock. If I've got time, I can do a 10-minute back test. I'll even, if you give me a super chat and say, hey, make me a video on Tilray, there's a $10 super chat. I want you to buy $10 worth of Tilray. I do that for my members. So I will, I like buying what I'm talking about, and I'll make a video for you. It's not to try and pump the stock or promote the stock in any way. It's just to give you a service. We've got people that love certain stocks, that want to hear about it, that want me to buy shares in it, that want me to put a video out about it. I do that for my members. So we've had people do that. Also, for you or a family member, you can donate it the day before, the day of, or the day after a birthday. I'm actually the World Piano Man. Here is my music channel. Every Friday, we have a live concert. Here's our live event on Friday, upcoming live streams. Every Friday, you can join the show on my music channel. Let me give you the channel. And you can request songs. Maybe you want to dedicate songs to family, friends, birthdays, anniversaries, loved ones, whatever. You can do that. Also, because I'm the World Piano Man, live in this show, during the show, if it's your birthday for you or a family member, you can donate it to anyone you like. I will perform happy birthday for you. Now, people pay me $500 to make happy birthday videos. You get it for free because you're a member. If you become a silver member, you get a 20-minute event for free, or a fundraiser concert where your favorite charity will get all the money. I do live events for charity, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on my music channel, so please do subscribe so I can do the fundraiser I've been doing for years. But at 10,000 subscribers, YouTube turn on the feature, which allows me to give the money directly to the charity rather than through me and then off to them. But also no charges and fees and transaction costs and all of that. So please do subscribe to my music channel. It really will help me help others. It doesn't make me any money. All the songs are copyrighted, but it does help me to help others. Okay, in addition to all of that, there are many other perks as well that members have. Discounts in the shop, and put your picture around the outside when you get merchandise from my shop, all of this stuff. There's many things. But also, what people really love is Discord. You can call in live to the show. You can be on the show every Friday, tomorrow morning, 1 hour from now, whatever your time zone is. Tomorrow morning, 1 hour from now, is our Friday phone-in. That's when a collection of people phone in through Discord, joining the show. But as a member, You can call in at any point, ask anyone a question. Now, the last thing, so let me just give you the Discord link. That to go on the Discord is free for everyone, but only YouTube members get upgraded so they can see all the exclusive content, what all the investors are buying, what they're trading, information. There's Discord, this just there. If you do it now, it will take 10 minutes to get in. Just wait for a minute. Let me finish speaking to you before you do it, in case I lose you. You will come into the welcome all here. This is where you'll come in. I'll say hello. Hello. There you go. You'll come in here. And when you come in here, I'll upgrade you, and then I'll show you how to call into the show. You can be live on the show, ask me questions, and all of that. And we have members as well can sponsor the cash giveaways. If you want to promote something, a business, a charity, you can. As members, I do that for you as well. So lots and lots of perks and benefits. I'm here to serve you. It's not about making me rich. It's about me helping people. I want the most honest, real channel on YouTube TV. And the purpose of being a member in the first place is to provide the live show. I don't make money from the live shows. I only survive because of memberships and super chats. That's how I live. If I want to make money, I just make videos. Most YouTubers will make lots of videos and go live maybe half an hour, maybe an hour a day. Maybe. Most don't even do that. I go live up to 10 hours a day because for me, it's about the members and building a community rather than me selling videos and making money. It's about building a family. That's what this is about. So thank you very much for your support. If you go to Discord now, you can get upgraded. Once you get there, I will upgrade you. And Mike has already popped in. There you go. This is the winner of the best trophy. One of our most loyal members of the family. He's already in there welcoming you. Other members will come in and welcome you in as well. Fantastic. I think I've covered everything. In the back of my mind, that was it. That was it. The last thing is, if you follow me on social media, I will engage with you and help you grow on social media. I reply to all of your comments on YouTube, all of your comments on Instagram, and you can DM me as well on Instagram and Facebook and X, and I will reply to all your comments, answer all your questions. So the full list of my social media is here on martynlucas.com. Here is my website. This is the links page. And if you go here, for some of you, I didn't mention this yesterday. If you go here to my links page, martynlucas.com, right at the top, it says all links are below. You can scroll down. Here is my newsletter. My newsletter goes out periodically. You get birthday cards on your birthday if you want to put your month and day. You don't need the year. You can always upgrade your subscription to my newsletter at any point. If you've never added your birthday, you can upgrade it. You can add your name if you want to, if you want me to personalize your emails. You put your email in there. I will never use your emails for anything. I wouldn't even know how to. It's a very secure service and you can unsubscribe at any point. If you scroll below, you will see all my channels, my music, my Rumbles, my TikTok, my Instagram, my X, my Twitter, whatever, all there. And if you engage with me on my X account or any of those places, I will comment back to you. All right. And here is a direct link to X. And this is where I post my trades before I make them. So you know what I'm doing. Everything is about being the most honest channel on YouTube TV. All right. That's a full welcome in to Award Data Man. Now, it looks like you are a YouTuber. And if you're silver, I can put you on the homepage of my channel and get everyone to subscribe to you. We do members days when I promote you. The whole thing is about helping people. All right. Excellent. Nice. Jose. Thanks, Martin. Hello. Jose. 912. That's not enough inbound. Sorry, main internet not working at the moment. Just the backup. I will try and call in, but let me know if Connect isn't good enough. All right. Sensei's in the green room. He wants to call in. All members can call in. Sensei is a regular on the show. He's part of the show. He calls in a lot, and we love it. Morning all. Welcome in award. Welcome data. How many members now, Martin? Well, after yesterday, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It takes a couple of days for it to register. Let me have a look. I'm having a look now for you. It's not always straight away. It takes sometimes 24 hours to register. Yes, it's not all in. It's showing 131 members, and I'll share with you so you can see 131. But I don't think it's registered yet. Look, here is my numbers, 131. And you can see it says down 11%. It hasn't recognized everyone from yesterday. So it's probably near, not probably far off 100, 200. But we do, some of those won't renew, of course. But yeah, there it is, 131. Maybe later on today or tomorrow, we shall see how many. But it's really, really, really amazing. That was because of Bill yesterday. An incredible gesture. I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, Maryland award data at the moment. Just wanted to ask you for a quick question. How do you manage your emotions and deal with compulsive trading habits with experience, time, and patience? Award data, that is probably the most important question of the day. Honestly, the answer is a full explanation of that, and I'm gonna take the time to answer this properly. Just wanted to ask, how do you manage your emotions and deal with compulsive trading habits? Well, I used to have OCD, so I had some compulsive habits in my life. So yeah, this is actually a very important question. Let me get to the bottom a minute. Oh, inbound. Let me just answer. You won your membership yesterday. Good thing I'm a member. I just want to make absolutely clear, Inbound has been watching the show for way over a year, maybe 2 years, and he's not a member. He won a membership yesterday. So good thing I'm a member. He's making out he's a member. He is a member, but he won one yesterday. And I just would like you to, acknowledge, because Bill he bought you that membership yesterday, which I thought was very, very nice of him. So there you go. Inbound won a membership yesterday. I'm going to answer your question. Just hold just 1 second. I haven't missed you, Data Man. I'm going to come right back to you. I'm just getting to the bottom of the questions, the comments. Paid in full and no money for shares. The bailiffs came after me. Paid in full. I'm going to address that as well. So I'm going to add that. That's a very important thing. I'll come back to that. And I'm also going to come back to data. So don't go away. I'm going to come back to you two in a second. Two important things there just mentioned. I'm in the green room, so we got to bring Sensei in. Zach is welcoming you in as well. Data. That's 3 people now. That's from Africa. That's wonderful. Let me jump into Sensei a minute. Got Sensei here. He's got the dot chart. I recognize this. He's got the dot chart up. Dot plot. That's what he's got up. Okay, he's unmuted. I'll bring him into... it's a little bit low resolution. It might download in a minute. We'll just leave it for a second, Sensei. Let me just answer this question and I'll come back to you, but I've got you on the screen. Sensei, what's the support and resistance for space? We can do that as well. Send me a link. I'll sub your music channel. Fantastic. Well, it's on the homepage. On the homepage of the YouTube channel, it's right there. Martyn Lucas. It's right there on the homepage of the YouTube channel. It's below all the videos, but I will give you the link to it as well. Okay, here we go. Here is the link. It's Martyn Lucas. Thank you so much for that. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, let me go back to answering. There's 2 very important questions that came out today. Very important. First of all, is Data still here? I want to make sure Data is still here. I'm sure he is, but award. Yes, he is. Okay, this is for you. I like to make sure everyone's in when I answer their questions. Right. So this is the most important question and the most important thing about investing and trading. Sing us the Piano Man tomorrow night. I will do it live on the show. Get all your friends, Mr. Bogues, to join in. Get them on their own phones so they can all request on the screen. So if you tell all your mates tomorrow night, as voted by Sir Elton John, you've got the World Piano Man singing their requests for them. Tell them to tune into my show tomorrow night. It's on the homepage of the YouTube channel, upcoming live stream. Be in their own accounts so they can text on the screen. Their names can come up and request songs, and I'll be there for them tomorrow night. All right? Okay. So, Award Data Man. It takes time and it takes patience. When I started investing, the most important thing is this. Do not use the stock market to make you rich or get out of a bad situation. Never do that. If you've got debt, if you've got loans, if you've got credit cards, the stock market is not for you. And I know most of you are going to go, hang on a minute, I've got a mortgage, I've got a car loan, I've got debts, and I'm on the stock market. And maybe so, but it isn't the place for you until you've paid off your debts. I strongly believe in that. And let me explain why. In my life, I have made millions. I've lost millions. Toured every country of the world, 195 in fact. Been the World Piano Man. Had a very big business with One Night in Vegas, the second biggest one-night touring theatre show in England. And made money, lost money, went bankrupt once, declared myself bankrupt, even though I wasn't I wasn't made to go bankrupt. I knew when the crash came when the credit crunch came to England and no one was going to go to theatres anymore, I knew I could never get out of debt. It would never happen because no one was going to theatres, and it went for about 5 years like that. So I declared myself bankrupt. Got out of debt. So I know what it feels like to have everything, lose everything. I lost my parents, I've lost my kids, lost my house. I've made it, I've lost it. I've been through those emotions. And hopefully I learn each time. And I have learned, and since I went bankrupt once, I've always had money. Always. And I've never owed any money. And I never will owe any money again. And I've got a perfect credit score, 999 in Experian in England and 824 in the US, which is out of 850. So I've got perfect credit scores on 2 continents. And bearing in mind, I've only been here 6 years, right? The only reason why I'm not maxed out is because I need like 20 years of history in the United States. And then I'd have 2 perfect credit scores. I'm probably the only person in the world, right, who would have 2 perfect credit scores in 2 continents. Just saying. But the reason for that is not because I've got money. I haven't. All the money I have is here in front of you. This is all the money I have. But I know how to handle money, and I know how to handle credit and debt. And the reason why I mention that is to answer your question. You need to get the most important investment is yourself. And I don't just mean earning money for yourself. I mean learning about yourself. Invest in yourself is the most important thing. Whether it's earning money for yourself so you can invest, but most importantly, invest in how you operate as a human being, how to make the most of yourself. So I started at 16. At 16 years of age, I started by building a business and so on, and paying off everything, making myself as efficient as possible. I've always believed in building from the ground up, building the foundations. I'll come to Sensei in a minute. Building the foundations so I can live as cheaply as possible. The bankruptcy thing was a blip. You know, I couldn't help that. The markets changed and the world changed, and I had to react to it. Other than that, I had a set plan, and the set plan was build a home, build a business, make it as efficient as possible, pay off my car, then start investing. That's the order of it. And that's what I did. And that's what I've done. I have no car loan today, and I have no mortgage, and I have no debts. So now I invest. And I did it in that order. I didn't come on the stock market to get myself rich or anything. In fact, I don't even care about making myself rich. I care about, again, building my audience, and the money will take care of itself. So how do I take care of the emotion is because of all those things that I did in order. So I understand that the money I have here could go down by 99% today. And all that would happen is I would buy more. That's all that would happen. And I would dramatically lower my averages. I wouldn't react to it. I did when I started. When I first started doing this, it's 2.5 years. When I first started doing this, I was very emotional. I get emotional about my audience. I care about you. I get upset about trolls making lies. I don't like that. That upsets me. But the stock market, I've now realized, is a game. It's a game of snakes and ladders. And when you understand the game, you can win at it. Because all you're doing is, there's a couple of things you're doing. I don't buy stocks, I buy companies. I buy companies that make money, that I know people that work there. I study the CEO. I study the people on the ground. People make friends with me on X, on Instagram. They tell me what's going on. I understand the financials. I read the balance sheet. I understand the debt. I know that this company is a good company. This company is worth investing in because it does something unique, something original, pioneering, will change the world for the better, make money, and so on and so forth. That's why I invest in it. But I also know that the stock price is a game of snakes and ladders. It's manipulated. If you are a whale and you can buy billions of shares of a stock, you can sell it. Imagine if Warren Buffett sold Wrigley's chewing gum today, or he sold Coca-Cola today. The price of Coca-Cola would drop 30% in a day because he owns half of it. We can't do that. Some people on Reddit think they can do that by creating little gangs of warriors and a bunch of idiots sitting in dark rooms trying to steal from each other, and that's what happens with GameStop, Bed Bath and Beyond. That's not the manipulation I'm talking about. That's the idiots buying silly stuff, whatever. I'm on about the real money, the real whales who can buy billions of shares and drop billions of shares in a heartbeat. When they know the markets are going to go down, they all sell. We know this. It does it over and over again. Warren Buffett will tell you over and over again. The markets have been through every situation. 2 world wars, COVID, pandemics, crashes, dot-com bubbles, things way worse than we're experiencing today. People often say, what if World War III comes? Well, who cares? World War III isn't going to come, but if it does, who cares about the stock market, right? So, at the end of the day, all you do is it's business as usual. You are studying, understanding, buying the right stocks, buying the right companies, and you're just riding it through, understanding. Let everyone run around crazy. Let everyone go up and down and left and right and panic, because that's how you make money. The stock market is a simple thing. It's a transference of the impatient to the patient. That's all it is. When the fear comes and everyone starts selling, I start buying. As much as I prefer the color green, I prefer red days. Red days is when I go to work. Red days is when I find opportunity to buy dips. Now, I'm not trying to time the market. Nobody can. 95% of day traders all lose money. 95% of day traders lose money. No one can time the market. No one knows whether the market's going up, down, sideways, or in circles. No one. Nobody knows that. However, the whales can manipulate it to a certain degree and drop the market. The company hasn't stopped making cars or product or doing a great job, have they? That nothing has actually changed. Everything is as business as usual, but the price has gone down. All that's happened is the price has gone down because people have dumped the stock. So when I first started trading, that scared the hell out of me. I had margin. Can you believe it? I use margin. I use margin more than anything to learn about margin, what it would feel like. And even though I was technically margin called, I actually wasn't. I had $50,000 in margin when I started. I have none now. And when the markets came down, I was on my margin line and I could see. But margin call is for people that don't pay attention, and then your brokerage sends you an email and says, hey, you might want to sort this out, add some money or whatever. I'm watching it 10 hours a day, so you can't margin call me. I'll margin call you. I'm watching you every day. So I knew what was going on. I just came in and out of it. Now, in the end, I decided to sell a lot of my shares for a loss when I didn't have to, just before, and I predicted it ahead of time, the bull market would start in December. And it did. The bull market did start in December. 6 months later, Bank of America called it. They can't do it straight away. They want to see 2 quarters, but I knew it was up. It was going to go up, but I sold. Now, why did I sell? Because I wanted to bring my emotions into check. My emotions, this channel was growing and I was getting excited and it was looking good. My margin was down. I was 30 grand down with Virgin Orbit and Virgin Galactic, losing money, paying interest, getting stressed, God knows what else. And I thought, hang on a minute. The light bulb moment went off when I got COVID in December. I got ill and I had asthma as a kid and I could have died. I was quite seriously ill with COVID, and it made me think, what if I died? My wife would not have a clue about my portfolio. She wouldn't have a clue about what was going on here. What would she do? What would she do? She wouldn't know about the margin. What would happen is Robinhood would just keep selling when I'm down, selling when I'm down. As it turned out, it probably wouldn't have happened because my stocks kept going up. But I'd have been paying interest. So all of this is emotion and stress I don't need. So I got rid of all of that and remembered why I came into the first place. I am very good, and always have been since I was 16, at making money out of money. I built successful businesses. I traveled the world without ever having to pay for it. I visited 195 countries and got paid to do it. If I want to go somewhere, I'll find someone that will hire my services in some way. For example, Sensei wants me to fly to Italy next year to do a wedding. He can pay me to go there. All right, I'll go and visit Italy. So I'll always find a way to make money from money. There's no reason you need margin. If you can't make money from your own money, you have no business borrowing somebody else's, because now all you do is amplify that you can't make money and you'll lose even more money, right? So I got back to basics. I got rid of margin. I didn't care that I sold when I was down. Didn't care. My emotion is more important. Got myself stable again and connected with myself again and said, hang on a minute, you know how to make money. You can make money from money. Get out of margin. Remember, I've got no car loans, no house mortgages, no debts, nothing like that. I live within my means. I have a credit card, soon to be Robinhood's credit card because it'll be better, but I use it every month because it keeps my credit score perfect. And I buy what I know I've got the money for. And if I haven't got the money for it, I'll go without. And it's about discipline. Now, some people say, oh, it's easy for you. No, it's not. Everyone is the same. Everyone has the same path to follow. I spent years when I was declared bankrupt after my business one night in Vegas, and I would live on like bread and jam. I'm not joking. It wasn't very healthy, but I didn't spend what I didn't have. Turn the electric off, live cheap, because I'm making money until I can afford more. I don't spend it. And I've lived by that policy all my life. And it's why when I first started here 2.5 years ago, I knew I could build a successful YouTube channel, probably the best in the world. That's my belief. That's my aim. And I sat here for 1.5 years working for free. Now, remember, I have been out and earned 20 grand a night selling out theaters. I've earned money. I know what it feels like to get paid $20,000 in one night, pounds rather. So for me to sit here for 1.5 years for free, investing my time, is a big belief in myself, but I did it. And then last year, I started earning money on YouTube, and now it steadily goes up and steadily goes up. So the whole of this story is focus on yourself, invest in yourself, believe in yourself, get yourself in a good financial position. I've just won I've just won a stock. Someone has just used my referral. I'm going to come to that in a minute. Someone has just done one of my referrals. I'll tell you in a minute. And when the markets go down, it doesn't bother me. it presents me with an opportunity to buy more. And I try to buy lower than I've ever done before. We knew the markets were over frothy. We knew, we could see it. We've had like 6 months, 8, 9 months of the markets going up and up and up and up and up. I showed you my year to date. Look, here's my year to date. There's my year to date. Up and up and up and up and up. I was up like 30% at one point. I'm up at 9. Who cares? Right? And what I started to do is I started to sell. I started to sell near the top, around about here. I was selling. I was saying, look, I'm beating Warren Buffett. I'm beating the S&P. This is great. I'm going to sell. Now you'll go, hang on a minute, but now you're down. Yeah, but I'm not. Because when I sold here, the S&P, because I said it was going to cool down, at this point, I was like, what was I up? 25%? I'm like double Warren Buffett. It's crazy, right? That can't go on. And of course, it never does. People then dump the stock because they want to buy it back again. So I started to sell here, sell, and I've been trimming off the top from the S&P. Now you might say, but now you're down, aren't you stressed? You're losing all your money. Oh my God, you're losing all your money. No, because when I was here, let's say I had 100 shares at $100 each. I now have 1 million shares at $1 each. I started buying new emerging companies that are volatile, Virgin Galactic, Rocket Lab, Palantir, so on and so forth. They are the next emerging stocks. So they're all going down, but I'm buying them on the way down. I don't buy on the way up. So my emotions are in check. I'm happy. I'm not stressed. I'm relaxed. And I like the fact it's gone down. Some of you are going, oh my God, it's going down. You're losing money. I'm not losing any money at all. All that's happened is the companies that I'm investing in are selling for a lesser price because they're volatile, because the markets are trimming off. The S&P is going down. Virgin Galactic is going to go down 10 times because people have fear. Small retail investors will get scared and worried. And the reason they'll get worried, and I won't get worried, the reason they get scared and why you ask and why I don't is because most retail investors watch YouTube channels, no disrespect, and I don't mean to my channel because this channel is different. It's not pumping and dumping stock. They watch other YouTubers saying how to get rich quickly and they want to get out of debt. They go on the stock market. Now the markets are down. Now they're fearful. Now they can't pay their rent. Now they're behind on their car loan. They have stress. They sell. Those people sell. When they sell, I just keep buying. So that is how I manage my emotions. That's how I got there. I know that was a long story, about 15 minutes, but that hopefully explains how I got from 16 to 54, how I managed all of that. Focus on yourself. Take time, have patience. Don't watch YouTube channels that tell you how to get rich in 5 minutes. Don't believe any of that. It's all rubbish. Be part of the family. Every day we'll share with you the real charts, the real information. I've got Sensei waiting to speak to me any second now. Maybe he'll react to what I've just said. But, just take your time and take the emotion and the fear out of your investing and you'll do well. Warren Buffett, how chilled out is he? And he says he just keeps buying when things go down. He doesn't sell anything. He lives off the dividends. Now you might all say, he's got loads of money. It's easy. He started with nothing. I started with $5,000. I'm now at, what am I at now? I'm at $52,000. Am I worried? No. Am I stressed? No. The market's down? Great. I just buy more. If I can't buy more this month, I have to wait. But don't worry, we've got all year now. The markets aren't going to pump anymore. We've got ups and downs, but most of the year now it's going to go sideways. Build up your cash on the 22nd of October. Today's money, unfortunately, I get paid today. I can't use much of today's money. I had to give Leah some money for something I owed Leah for. But next month I'll have maybe a bit more money. I don't know how much. but I'll bring some more in. Anyway, I'm running out of time. We got to ring the bell. Sensei's been waiting patiently in the chat. I hope that answers the question. Sensei, are you there? I don't know if Sensei's there. I think you are. I can hear you. I can hear you. That's all right. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing well. It was a great little what you said there was very advice to anyone. I think it's important to definitely pay off debts before. But for me, it's hard for people if there's difference between different debts. If it's credit card debts, then I completely agree. If it's car debts, then I agree. But if it's mortgages and low rates where you think you can comfortably beat that, for example, if you had a mortgage during COVID times at 0%, if you had a mortgage of 5%, even a mortgage of 5%, I think it's still okay to be investing, but just make sure you have enough money for a rainy day. But yeah, it's important to everything you said. I agree with.
I just don't want anyone to think, oh, it's all right for you and I've got different situations. No, I have had every bad situation happen to me. Everything you could have: bankrupt, losing money, people dying, lose your house, illness, everything. I've had it all. I know what it feels like to be in $250,000 on credit cards. Oh yeah, I had unlimited funds on Barclaycard Platinum and all the rest of it, and American Express. So don't tell me it's different for you. Everyone has the same starting point and the end point's the same. So, it's just about understanding that. Anyway, I don't want to take any more time because we've got 2 minutes before the bell. Sensei, is there anything you want to give to me before we go ring the bell?
Yeah, I can run through this in a couple minutes. So this is so from the report yesterday, I'm not sure if we had a look at it. It was the FOMC participants' assessment of appropriate monetary policy. So it's participants giving their thoughts on where they think the interest rate should go. So it's a good way to visualize what the FOMC participants are thinking. And just to run through it, it's surprising to see, because I agree with you, Martyn. I don't think there should be any more rate hikes. I think all they need to do is hold it at these levels. I don't think they should add more pain to the market. I'm sure if they hold it at these levels for 6 months, the pain will come in the markets. But most of these participants, if you look over here, most of them I want another rate hike. The market hasn't priced that in, as you can see here. This is going forward. The next, you can see in the blue is the most likely what the market's pricing in, and they aren't pricing in a higher rate hike. So that's what the markets aren't pricing in. But the the FOMC participants are saying that they should be. They want one. They think that. So that's surprising to see. And something else that stood out to me is, if you look down here, this is the 2024, and I think this is. Should be by the end of 2024. One participant thinks that the rate should be at 6% by the end of 2024, which is extreme, I think, in my opinion. But that's someone's opinion. Who knows? I mean, none of us know what can happen next year. Are they expecting inflation to come back up and needs to the interest rates to go back up? I'm not sure. But we can see the consensus is around 5%, still higher than I'm expecting. That's what they're saying there, is there's only going to be one rate cut, which isn't very bullish for the market. So it's important to see, and even going forward, even in 2026, when it seems like in the longer run as well, we're no longer going to see that 0% interest rate. So it's important to look at this. But if you look at here as well, if anyone wants to grab a screenshot or just go on the Fed watch tool, you can see what the market is pricing, and the market is not pricing in a higher rate hike. But we have to see what the data says. He did say that it is possible for there to be an increase, and that's the bell.
No, we were doing the countdown all the way through that, Sensei. Carry on.
Yeah, no, I tried to get it all in, but yeah, that's basically it. So they are the market isn't pricing it in. They're saying that most participants are saying there will be one. I wonder, your thoughts are that there isn't going to be another.
No,
Is that correct?
I don't think so. I think it's politics. I think it's games. I think it's sent to scare the market, and it's doing a good job so far. But we saw what happened today. The Bank of England, they said 5.5. It's actually 5.25. Inflation's coming down. We've got oil, which is seasonal, which will come down once that drops at Christmas, which it will. Then we're going to see. Look, everything's bouncing back up again now. Look, then we're going to see. I think another pause and leaving the rates there, because remember, it takes time for all these things to take effect. So by leaving it high for longer, it'll have the same effect without raising rates. But what it will do is it will tell businesses what their structure is. They can plan for it, particularly companies that borrow money. It will give them stability. The markets like stability. I think it's Fed games going on right now. So I don't see any reason why we should raise rates. I think they'll hold rates for longer, and I don't mind that, because all I want is to know where we're going. Stability. However, that will present me for another 6 months, because the rates won't come down for at least 6 to 8 months' time. That means that we've got time now to build up cash. Every month I get paid on YouTube, bring a bit of money here, bring a bit of money there, and build up my cash and then start buying. But I think we got time. Anyway, as you can see, the market's open. I've still got Sensei with me, so we can go back there. I think a few of you had a few questions. If you have any questions from a chart perspective, from Sensei's perspectives, ask me, and I'm more than happy to put those questions to Sensei. Let's have a little look. We've got a few questions. And stagger buys into small chunks. Yep, keep buying in. Ravel from Russia, good morning to you. Higher bill around 20. I will buy more PLTR. I will try to buy 300 shares. Let's have a look. Blood on the streets. AF Gorilla. Not really. We dropped 20%. There's blood on the streets. Only down 1.15. My portfolio's hardly moved, to be perfectly honest. I know, Martin, last year I saw my mother dying in front of me with a CA in a carousel. I'm not sure what that is. I apologize. 6 months later was my grandmother. It's life, but all the bad moments make you stronger. Indeed, there are bigger things to worry about. Thanks for sharing that with me. Our friend from Portugal, Rafael. Let's go, says Ed. Now I'm finishing my master. I got a job and I'm earning double the money. Fantastic. It's all downhill from here. No, I'm never negative like that. If it goes down, I buy more. Space 185. Rocket Labs 430. Space support and resistance. It's holding pretty well, actually, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Anyway, I think we've got through all the questions. The person that I asked me the question, solid advice, thank you. I wanted to go back and see if you were happy with my answer. Morning, Martin, was wondering about ChargePoint yesterday, but now I'm more interested in your opinion on dividend stock, ABR, when you get the chance. Seth, keep reminding me and I will do it. Sensei, for some reason, your internet, didn't you say you're using a backup internet today?
Yes, I'm using a backup internet, so that I haven't been using Ecamm Live. I'm just directly screen sharing through Discord, so maybe it cancels each other out.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because the quality that you've got is much better. Do you know what I was just thinking? If you got your output set high on Ecamm Live, because you obviously have the internet bandwidth, because this looks great today, what you're sending me, and Ecamm Live shouldn't reduce it in any way if you're sending the maximum out. So anyway, we could talk about that off air. We don't need to do that live on the show in front of everybody.
There's enough going on in the markets today. We're going back down.
Me and you have a private chat about your internet. Yeah. Space support. Where do you see support levels for the overall? Okay. Got a question here from Tio Roll. Where does he see support levels for the overall markets for the rest of the year? S&P 500. Okay. I'll let Sensei answer that. I think he's already got it up actually on the screen. For me, I'll put my penny's worth in before he gives you a chart perspective. The S&P has been through far worse positions than this. It'll always go up long term. It's the best asset you can own. I trimmed it off the top. I've sold it all now. However, I made my money from it. I will start buying it again. Right, let me show you. You saw I was up 25% nearly, like 13% of that was the S&P, right? I'm now down half of that. So is it worth buying now? Yes, it is, even though it could go lower. I'm not trying to time the market. I'm not as smart as Sensei's about to show you. I don't need to be. I can just buy it and hold it long term. However, what I will do though is I think we'll get a little bit lower on this. We might see it go out 398, and that's psychologically under the 400, and I'll start nibbling at it. And what I'll do is I'll buy maybe 2 or 3 shares at a time around the 400 price, 398, 300, whatever. If I see it drop to 395, I'll buy a few more. If I buy 300, I'll buy a few more, and that's what I'll do. However, if you want to be smarter than me and you want to time the market to perfection, then you need this man. Here he is. Sensei, give me your take on when to buy. When is the support? This is for T.O. Roll. When would you buy the S&P?
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. So there's 2 things. There's one where it's support levels, and there's another thing which is market structures. If we're looking at this chart here, we could see that this whole thing here, it took me at least around 273 days to be confident that we have reached a level where I want to be back in the S&P. And that's because we were out around these levels, around 4,300. And then we're looking at this whole structure here. And there's parts where you can scalp, there's bits where you can start nibbling. But the real end of bear market, I was a little bit later than Martyn, but I had to see that on the charts perspective. I was in March of 2023 when we had this retrace here of the trend line. That's when I said, okay, it's time to buy the S&P. But it depends. It's levels, and it's also market structure. And here is because we could see that we were putting in higher lows, break of trend, retest, all the chart things I like to look out for. But for right now, and yet again, we are down now, and people are asking these questions. The question should have been asked here when I came on the show, and I think, obviously, this is probably very rare that I can do this, but I timed them. I don't know. I said basically to the exact day, I think this is going to mark a top for the S&P.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. If you're going to give me, I timed it perfect. I'm going to. I don't know if you were watching the show at the time. I don't think you was. All right. There was a time I think it was about a year and a half ago. I don't know if you're watching. Bill will remember. Mike will remember. I timed the market. I said exactly what the price of the market would be, my overall portfolio would be, to the second. And I actually predicted a number, and it was something like 40,328 cents at precisely the bell at 3 o'clock or whatever it was. And I was absolutely not only to the penny, but to the second. Now, you can't trump that, can you?
I think this is definitely trump that. That's just for your portfolio. That's not helping anyone, Martyn.
No one's ever done that in the history of the world.
This is the S&P 500. This is everyone's portfolio here. I marked.
Go on then.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. So basically, yeah, that was the day I came on. I explained if we looked at the S&P 500 divided by the M2, which is the money supply, which is an important chart, we had hit the exact top there, and it seems like we are coming down. So right now, there is fear in the market again. Let's just go back to the normal S&P chart. So it's hard to say because this could be the bottom now, right? Because we are already down. As Martyn said, we're oversold. The whales have brought the price down. They will buy it back up. So I probably do expect a short-term bounce. We are looking at some support bands here, which we are at currently now. But in a more of a long, I don't really like doing too much of short-term predictions. But in more of a long-term S&P, I can see it bouncing up, bouncing around, going sideways, as Martyn said. But when these interest rates have hit the top and when they start cutting, I think no one's really because if you look back at the Fed decisions, by the end of 2024, no one's expecting it to be anywhere less than 4.5. And if you look at the predictions of the market, by the end of 2024, that's over 12 months, 15 months away. We're only expecting 2 rate cuts. That's going to be devastating for so many companies. No companies felt the top interest rate yet. A lot of companies need to refinance, a lot of companies to take out more debt, and they're going to have to be doing this at higher rates. This year is going to be it's going to be really bad for these companies. It's going to weed out a lot of bad companies, and I think that's going to have a lot of fear will be created in the market. A lot of companies will go bankrupt, and that's where we will see the real pain. At some point, something, in my opinion, will break. I think I still am in the belief that we'll go into a recession. So at that point, I think the S&P can have a more of a drop, and I do see levels such as the 3,800 level on the SPX. So if I just do it in percentage terms, because everyone looks at different ETFs for the S&P, I'm looking between a sort of a 10 and 15% drop on the S&P. And when that happens, I think the crypto market is going to be completely destroyed. I'm sorry to lots of people that are holding altcoins. I hold a few, but not much at all. I think those coins will go down 60%. I think companies will go bankrupt. S&P, the SBC might go bankrupt. So I am still in the camp where I think a recession can come. A lot of companies can go under, and a lot of companies will drop between 10 and 50%. So yeah, I think that's my more longer term approach, and I think the support will be found around 3,800. And if we don't have something as horrific, then I do still see the S&P coming down at least 5 to 10%.
Good insight. Does anybody else, if you've got any thoughts? While you're with me, Sensei, do you want to talk a bit briefly about Virgin Galactic? Because a lot of interest here for Virgin Galactic, and we are holding, we're at 187. We're not continually falling like other markets are. Do you want to do a little bit? Should we make a video?
Yeah, sure. I mean, my thoughts haven't changed that much, but I'm definitely happy to do
all right, let me just prepare it then. All right, we'll put this out because not everyone gets a chance to watch Virgin Galactic the live shows, and I'm sure some people will be interested to see what our thoughts are on this today. All right, so we'll put this out later. So here we go. Let me have a quick look. Let's wait for that to settle a minute. Bring that into there. Virgin Galactic update for you. On this video, we're going to give you some price targets, talk about the reaction from the Fed yesterday. We saw another pause, a pause for the first time actually in 2 years. It's debated whether it was a skip or a pause. We'll come on to that with Sensei. He's with me on the chat now. We're going to do some chart analysis for you, discuss what I'm doing and what's coming up with the new flights, where I see it going. All of that shall be answered for you in this video. Now, as you can see, we are down at 185. I still think 150 is on the cards. We've got rate hikes for longer. I don't think we're going to get another rate hike. Some people think we are. I don't think we need to or we should. However, longer the rates where they are will start to be felt by Virgin Galactic now. It takes a while for these things to bed in, but the good news is, in my opinion now, the Virgin Galactic, which amplifies what the markets are doing, isn't actually amplifying it as much. We are moving down now as I'm speaking to you, but there are stocks in a similar situation when it comes to debt and borrowing and so on, which are down a lot further. I'm still bullish on Virgin Galactic. I'm out of my trading position right now, but I am actually holding my main long-term position. I'm not going to be adding any more until we get to 150. If we get to 170, 160, I will start scalping again on my Roth IRA. But anyway, let me share with you just so you know my full position there. Now, when I ask you this seems to work very, very well, and I really appreciate all my Virgin Galactic investors who are with me. I'm staying the course. I've lost about 30 grand with Virgin Brand, the Virgin Orbit, Virgin Galactic, but I'm standing the course. I could lose all my money on Virgin Galactic right now, and my portfolio will still survive and still hit my targets in the future. However, I'm holding and I'm believing it and so on. There's my position. You can see on the screen, currently holding 1,600. I'm out of my Roth. I've taken 4 or 5% profits many, many times. As you can see, I'm only holding my one market share. I call it a market share. I'm going to trademark that, I think. Anyway, we've got Sensei on the phone, live call in, and we can look at space chart and get his perspective and also reaction to the Fed yesterday and what you think of what his thoughts are on that. If you've got any questions, please do reply to this video below in the comments. I will reply to everybody, all of my members, and I will try then to get onto my non-members as well. And if you've got any questions or specific things you want me to make a video on, please do ask me. But for now, though, we will jump over to Sensei and see what Sensei's got to say on Virgin Galactic. What are we looking at, Sensei?
Yeah, so this is the SBC chart that a lot of you have seen before. If you're new to the channel, then please subscribe. But yeah, a lot of you have seen this chart, and it is the same levels. So we've got the level of $2, which we've broken. And for me, I'm not going to go too much back in the past, but you see 411, we broke that. I was out the stock. I wasn't happy to touch it. Back below $2, I'm happy to start adding this to my long-term portfolio. Another thing me and Martin have started doing is having a long-term portfolio. We've done this a lot, but it's more important that we do this under $2. We have a long-term portfolio where we're adding to, but we have our trading portfolio as well. And the reason we want to do that is because if SBC goes bankrupt, goes under $1, which is possible, maybe 25%, 20% chance, more people. I think it's around that. Some people think it's less, some people think it's more. But if that does happen, you do want to have, you do want to take care of that long-term portfolio. So let's say you have 5,000 in your long-term portfolio, that goes to zero. You want to be at least making 5,000 back in your trading portfolio so you don't actually lose out. And that's what we're doing. We've been trading it back up to $2. We've hit the $2 resistance. Some people like to short. That would have been a short opportunity there at $2 back down to anywhere here, which would be a take profit. So now we're looking at the next level, which is hard to tell now because we're going into uncharted territory. We're hitting all-time lows. So what I like to do is when you see the stock fall 15, 10, 20% suddenly, that's when you take a position. Either you can add it to your long term, or if you see it trade up again the next day in a week's time, 25%, 20%, you take the profit. You need to be taking as many profits as you can while SBC is below this $2 mark, and also you will ultimately be adding to a long-term portfolio because there'll be parts where you won't be able to trade at a profit. So that's my strategy. I think Martin's doing a very similar strategy to me. The next real level is that 150 level we've been telling you for months that will probably hit, and now we're so close to it. I think a lot of people don't, even myself, it's hard for me to finally see that happening. I mean, it was so $6 we're saying 150. People thought we're crazy. I thought I was a bit crazy, and I thought Martin was a bit crazy because we were saying 150.
I am crazy,
but it is here. There is a reason we said it.
It helps. It makes his job easier, to be honest.
There is a reason we said it, and it's because look, we're very close now. I do want to put the warning out there that don't put more money than you can afford to lose. As you heard Martin say, he's got a well-balanced portfolio. He said if SBC goes to zero, he will be fine. He'll still reach his goals, maybe a bit slower, maybe not. But it's important that SBC is only a small part of your portfolio. If you really enjoy SBC, like I like XRP in the crypto world, I just don't dedicate more than you can afford to lose. And that's very important, especially when SBC is coming down to these low levels, especially when we've just seen the interest rates. What Fed Chair Powell said about he's happy to increase more, he's happy to hold it for longer. These interest rates really do affect companies like SBC. So if we do get a massive correction, if something breaks, which I personally think will happen, I don't think Martin is as bearish as me on the wider markets. If I do see the the S&P drop 10, 20%, that can cause SBC to drop again 30, 40%. Yes, it will create opportunity. Yes, it will probably bounce back quicker than the S&P, but you just need to be aware that it can also bankrupt SBC. But that's my general thoughts. I'll give it back to Martin.
Sensei, thanks for calling in as always. And if you're interested in Sensei services, not only does he do the charts analysis for you, he can do the crypto challenge. It's part of what I do here. Many of my members are part of the crypto challenge. If you actually want to be investing in crypto, but you don't want to have to study every ins and outs of every crypto coin, of course, if you are buying it, you should be doing the research. But if you're lazy and don't want to bother, you want someone doing it for you, Sensei does it for me and all my members. So it is a service that he provides. There's a free service and a premium service. Look below the video for his link and you'll find that, and so on and so forth. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you tap the like button. It really does help the videos when you do. Smash whatever. Click above my head for our poll and information online. We have an X account where we put our trades before we make them. If you want to know when I'm buying Virgin Galactic, when I'm selling it ahead of time, that's where I post it, and on my Discord as well. The links are below in the description. I've got friends who work at Virgin Galactic, people that phone in and let me know certain things, and I share it with you straight away on X if you want any of that. Tomorrow night we've got a live tomorrow night we've got our live Friday night is music night every Friday night. Go over here and check out our live music night. Join in, have a beer with us. We celebrate the week. We've got a lot to celebrate, even though the markets are down. We got a pause on the markets, presents me opportunity to buy lower, which I like. I like the red days. Check that video out, and down here for more Virgin Galactic videos as well. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, I see we've still got Sensei in the chat. What was you looking at something, Sensei?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Rocket Labs heading back down. Rocket Lab.
Rocket Lab. I know, I'm always doing that. They need to call it Rocket Labs, don't they? I mean, you know, whatever. Do you want to do a Rocket Lab with me? Because that's very popular on our channel as well. Yeah. I can see you've got that up. A lot of people are interested, and they should be. In fact, I'm going to tie the two videos together, and let me look at the time. I just realized.
I just want to say, everyone in the live chat, while we do videos like this, we love to answer your questions as well. So you can still get engaged. So you can be as engaged as ever. You ask any questions, I'm happy to do it. You can see it live. You can watch the video later. So yeah, I mean, Martyn loves it when you guys ask questions. He always puts them forward to me. So please still do ask questions while we're doing videos like this.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm gonna do a little poll here as well. I'm gonna surprise Sensei, and I'm gonna surprise all of you. Sensei's going, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Here we go. Who like to I'm just writing it in. He's thinking, what are you doing? All right. Okay, I'm running a poll in my chat, and it's something that we are planning and excited about. Would you like to see a Sensei weekend show over the weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday? Sensei do his own show on my channel, and there you go. And I'll let you reply to that poll. All right, let's have a quick look. All right, Rocket Lab. Then we're going to bring up Rocket Lab, and before I do, I'm going to add this to the end. Get ready for the emotions, Sensei, of when a poll may or may not go in your favor. I know what it feels like when you put your name out there. Oh, nobody wants me. Trust me, it's happened a few times to me. So get ready. But so far, it's doing good. 75%. Right. So, okay, I'm going to add this. Very important video as well coming up for my Virgin Galactic investors. Rocket Lab is something we are also heavily investing. In fact, we're splitting our portfolio 50% between the two, and Rocket Lab now particularly is a good time to get into it. So click above my head and that will take you to our Rocket Lab video. Now on with the rest of the Virgin Galactic video. Okay, I'll put that in later. Alrighty then. Now then, we got any questions for Rocket Lab? Let me have a quick look. Sensei, trading. What level you want to buy Rocket Lab? Okay, I will put that in. Rocket Lab 426. Support for Rocket Lab. Yes. I picked up space 5 years ago. Okay, we've got a few Rocket Lab questions there, so I shall bring that in. Okay, so Rocket Lab, Rocket Lab. Rocket Lab, it's important for our Virgin Galactic investors, our space investors. I split this between my overall allocation between Virgin Galactic and Rocket Lab. On this video, we're going to discuss today the latest information with Rocket Lab. Of course, we know about the CEO who sold, like, was it 23 million shares the other day? But out of 300 million, it didn't make a difference. But of course, it spooked the market. And then we had the crash, we had the explosion, we had the disaster. Well, is that bad? Well, it's not good, but is it good for you as an investor? We're going to discuss that on the show as well. We also have a full chart analysis from Sensei Crypto, who is with me as well, and we're going to look at the chart of it as well. So we're going to give you some good information here over the next few moments. Okay, so Rocket Lab. As you know, I have a long-term position. Let me go into it. By the way, if you enjoy my content, go on, smash the like button. It really, really helps. It really does. Have you done it? If you tap the subscribe as well, you might as well as your ear. There you go. Done both. Fantastic. Here's my long-term position. I'll share with you. There you go. I'm adding to it. I'm down 18%. I was down like 40%. So I've halved my loss. Don't mind that. They're not going anywhere. Rocket Lab isn't going bust. I'm fine with Rocket Lab. But we have an opportunity now to buy more. It's down 18% at the moment. That's a good position considering where I was. My Roth IRA, I've got nothing there other than I've got 101 shares. I've started to buy back in again. I've scalped this half a dozen times. Same structure exactly that I have for Virgin Galactic. You have to hold your position, add to it, but also make money on your tax-free position. Remember, you can trade as many times as you like in your Roth IRA, pay no tax, and you can lower your position, but keep making 4 or 5% over again. That way, if the stock goes up, on your main account, you've made money, and you made money on the Roth. If the worst comes to the worst and Rocket Labs goes to zero, you didn't really lose your money because you kept making 5% many, many times on your Roth. So even though your main account went to zero, of course, and at that point, you would have the opportunity to still sell for something because there'll be rescue packages and there'll be blips and times to get in and out. But you've made profit anyway with your trading account. Very, very important to do that. All right, so we're going to go over to Sensei now, and we're going to have a discussion from a standpoint of the chart, what the financials are, where the bottom is, and we have a few questions coming in from our members as well. If you want to ask anything to Sensei or anything at all, if you comment below the video, I will answer everyone's questions. All my members I will answer. If I get time after that, I will answer the non-members, but I have to focus, of course, on the members first. Let's go over to Sensei and see what we have. Sensei, what chart do you have here for me?
Yes, thanks for having me on the show again, Martin.
Welcome.
Yeah, so this is the Rocket Labs chart. I'll remove the Fibonacci first. So as you can see, we did a video a couple of days ago about when the stock did crash. I think it was over 20%. Here, we saw it crash around 25%. We were live on the show. Martin came on the show. He showed us all the news, and we took a position on it. So if you do tune into the shows, there is always a lot of opportunity. We are showing you the news. So that was only, you could get into that trade only if you had the news, because it was a very quick trade we took. It dropped 25%. And as soon as it did pop back up, we saw it hitting some resistance. It kept hitting the same line that we drew out during the show. Martin took profits from his trade. We took profits, and that was about a 20% move, which was great. But now we see the stock coming back down. I did expect this because we had a quick move up. The news was still bad. The rocket did crash, so it is still bad news. So that is the reason we never went back to that $5.
I love the way you said that. The rocket crashed. It was bad. Tends to be bad, doesn't it? The rocket crashed. Yeah, it was a bad day, really. Sorry, Sensei. It just made me chuckle the way you said it so nonchalant. The rocket crashed.
I mean, that's in the essence.
That's
of the
like
rocket
Elon Musk.
company,
Elon Musk is always blowing up rockets. He blows up rockets. He goes, "Yeah, fine. I've just lost $50 billion. Don't worry, we'll be fine." He says he reacts the same way. You're like him, obviously, just as rich. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, in essence, that is the worst thing that. So the rocket I'll say it again, the rocket crashed, the stock crashed. So that's why we didn't reach the $5 level. We had a quick rebound. That's where we took our profits around 470. Now we're coming back down. There was a question which I want to answer, which was where is the next level to buy? I don't know if Martyn wants to bring that question on the screen. I'm not sure who asked
Yes,
it.
the question came from, let me just scroll down. Here we go. This was Wade Van Isen. For trading it, at what level are you looking to buy more Rocket Lab? For me, it's right now. But I would prefer to wait a little while longer because I think it's lower. I think I bought it at 360, 380? I can't remember when we had that big, that dramatic moment. It was 4:05 in the morning Eastern time. The news hit, and at 1 minute past 6 a.m. I bought it. And just remember, the stocks do trade 24 hours a day. You just can't always access them. Others can. I can get in from 6. Most of my stocks now I can actually get in 24 hours a day. Robinhood added more yesterday. And if you wait, in fact, I'll do it right now as I'm just mentioning it. Sensei, stand right there. If you want to be able to access the markets 24 hours a day, and most of my stocks now can be accessed 24 hours a day. First of all, health warning. Don't sit up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't look to see if Rocket Lab has just blown up and you get out. It's really unhealthy. But however, you can set limit orders and you can sell at 4 o'clock in the morning. Just don't be up on your phone. I just want to stress that. So I'm going to give everyone the link for this right now. If you want to be able to trade 24 hours a day, and you're right in the US, UK comes imminently. Let me give you this link. You can see on the screen you can win between $5 and $200 worth of stock. Someone had a Apple share from me before, and we've got more free shares I've just noticed coming today. I'll share them with you later. But let me just give you the link in the chat as we're doing this now for all my live viewers, and everybody else. I will post it above my head. I just want to do it like this so you can actually see me do it in a live show, so you actually know how I do this and how open and honest it is. Here's the live chat. I know you might be watching on a video later on, but I post it in here in the chat. For everybody else, I will give it to you in the link above my head. Let me just do that one more time. If you are in the US, the UK comes later on this year. Click on that link. You will get free stock. So will I. I will share with you on the screen what I've got, and you can see exactly. For those of you who are watching this video, click above my head, and I'll put the link there. It's also below in the video on my all links page. I've got a full list of all those referrals. But that's how you can access the stock 24 hours a day. Anyway, back to Sensei. Why it's important to watch the news, but health warning. Don't overstress. Just set limit orders. Maybe you're thinking, okay, the rocket's going up. What if it crashes? At 4 in the morning, what if it goes down 30%? Set yourself a limit order. You can always cancel it in the morning. Go, hey, I want to buy it 30% drop. I'll buy $100 worth. Of course, you can't do fractional shares at that time of the day, but you can do whole shares. So you could say, I want to buy 100 shares, which would be about, $400 or whatever it might be, 30% down at 4 o'clock in the morning. I always have those orders set just in case. You never know. Anyway, back to Sensei.
Yeah, so the level I would be buying this would be back in this zone, which we've spoken about before. It's this zone where we've seen big bounces, 100% there, 50% there, 50% again there, another 100% move there. We were in this zone. You can't see it on the chart because it was pre-market. Martyn brought us the news because obviously he has the pre-market trading. Not many of us have that in the UK. So that's another reason to be tuning into the show.
Not many have it in. Not many people have that around the world. I'm very special, Sensei. When Vlad Tenev brought it out, he says, and I think there's 22 million people that use Robinhood. He said, Martyn Lucas, he said, I want you to have it first. He called me up, phoned me up, said, Martyn, do you want 24-hour trading? I'll give it to you for a year ahead of everybody else in the world. And then I said, yeah, appreciate that, mate.
Just to clarify, I don't think he did actually call Martyn. No, but I do know you actually get some of the features before most people because of your loyal membership to Robinhood.
That is true. Yes, to just be honest, in case anyone gets out of context, I did get it first, or one of the few to get it first. But to be everybody on Robinhood gets it. Nothing to do with me on YouTube. Just in case someone thinks, hang on a minute, now Martyn Lucas is saying he's the only person in the world. He's like Warren Buffett. He's better than Warren Buffett. No, anyone can get it. I just got it near the top of the list. Anyway, carry on, mate.
Yeah, we are all very excited to get that in the UK. So if anyone in the US hasn't got us, I would recommend you use the link, get the referral. But yeah, so the level is, we were, as I said, we were in it before. The chart doesn't show it, but if we get back down to this zone here between 364 and 408, that is a place where you can add to your long-term position. That is not to say that we're not going to break this level. I do think, if you've seen the other videos, I am bearish on the general markets, and if the S&P does come down 15-20%, I do believe Rocket Lab will come down as well. And it does look like at some point we might be breaking this level. We have tested it many times, and if we test it, my theory is in the charts, if we hit a level multiple times, it's as if you're hitting on a door. You hit it once, it's not going to break. You hit it twice, it's not going to break. 3, 4, 5 times, the chances of it breaking down, the door breaking, falling over, gets higher the more times you test it. So we are still going to trade it as the history shows. You buy it here, it goes up. But you do need to be careful to have some money aside to, in case it does break this level, what levels are you going to start buying it in at? And we will, if it does start breaking down, we'll give you those predictions later. But for now, especially if it's going to be a sideways market for the next few months, which I think is a possibility before we get a crash, this is the level to be buying it for long-term, for trades. It's here. You can probably trade it back to $5, maybe just a bit below. So if you're buying maybe 5% down from here, that's another 25% move. So that's the levels I'm looking at.
Okay, Sensei. I just had a question here from Pedro. What's PPS range in zone you are referring to?
I think it's the range between 369 and 408. I think that's what it means, if he wants to rephrase that.
Yes. So if you want to ask that again, Pedro, just so we fully understand your question there, we'll try to answer that. But there we go. Rocket Lab is going up now. It's moving up quite quickly. Thank you for your insight, Sensei, as always. Thanks for tuning in. And if you want Sensei services, please do check it out. Below the video, you'll see a link to Sensei services if you want the crypto services, or you want his full chart analysis, and that's very good. Now, during this film, I was actually running a poll. So in this video, for the Rocket Lab video, it's going to be the first time it's going to be mentioned. We're running a poll, and 27 people have voted, which is nice. And I asked the question, would you like to see a weekend show from Sensei on my channel? And 82% would love to see it, Sensei. You're very, very popular, obviously, on my show. And we're excited to bring you that to you soon. So if you'd like to know about that and other great things, click above my head for my X account, and you'll see information of when I'm buying Rocket Lab and everything else before I buy it, and when I sell it, before I sell it, so you know what's going on. If I get information from the company, I have friends at all the companies that I invest in. I make friends everywhere. I share with you information as I get it. If you want any information, follow me on X. Thank you to all of you, by the way, who took me through 1,000 followers yesterday. Very, very proud of that. I felt deeply honored that more than 1,000 of you actually now want to hear what I have to say, which is a privilege. So thank you for all following me on X. Go over here and you'll see my video for tomorrow night. Friday night is music night. Join us live for a live concert. We have a beer, we celebrate the week, and we have a bit of fun. Down here for more Rocket Lab information, and you can check that out. That's it from me. As always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, Rocket Lab. Okay, Sensei, you can just chat to me if you want to. We're going to wrap up the show pretty soon today. I can't hang around because I've got to make a video for Mr. Bogue, who became a member yesterday. We had another new member yesterday. I want to put a huge thanks to Bill yesterday and Sensei. And I think there was another person who did membership gifting yesterday. And thanks to all of you who did that. We have many new members, and if you did win a membership, make sure that you do take advantage of all of those things, and then you can hopefully you'll renew your membership. Alan58 says link for X. Okay, as you can see, the information for all my links is running below the screen. It's also below all my videos, but I will give it to you directly as well to make it that bit easier. Here is my X account. Right, coming up in the chat. Nonny, it was Nonny. Thank you so much, Nonny, for all of you that supported the show. It's a lovely way of doing it because it supports me, it supports the show, and then it gives others a membership. If you give me a super chat, which is wonderful, of course, and I appreciate it, it helps me. Whereas if you gift a membership, not only do I get a tip, but also others get a membership. It's a very, very nice feature of YouTube. We do like that. Here is my X account. Alan58 just asked. We went through. No, seriously, guys. I do want to make a big deal out of that. It meant the world to me that I've now got 1,004 followers. I've only been doing this since September 21, and actually only the last 6 months I've actually been working on my X account, and 95% of X accounts are under 1,000 followers. So I'm really, really quite thrilled and honored that you decided to follow me, and I will do my best to provide the most honest, real information. I will never be bought. No one will ever pay me to say anything I don't want to say. I'll always say what I believe and what I'm doing with my real money, and I will endeavor to make relationships with all the companies I invest in and share the information I have. Famously, we had Matthew Brown, who was trying to buy, who owns shares in SpaceX. Also, he was trying to buy Virgin Orbit. He contacted me through X and Instagram. You can now, I turned this on, by the way, yesterday. I turned this on, that I've now turned on my direct messaging. You can message me through X account. If you want to send me a message, you can. It's now turned on. And while you're there, you might notice right at the top of my X account is my personal account and my music. So you might go, I love the stocks and the shares, but I also want to know about the person and the music. Sometimes I will I will repost on this account one of my songs and something personal, but I try to keep it 99% on the stocks. But now and again, I'll let you know I've got something coming out. But where I put all my music and all my personal thoughts is on my personal account. You can see the two linked together. They're both verified. They're both really me. Full disclosure, I paid to verify them. I took a lot of flack for doing that, but I did it to protect you so you'd know this is the real me. That's why I did that. Okay, now then, I've just got something happen in the chat. Just going to come back to that a second. We've got a man from Earth. Now, a man from Earth, I'm glad you are here today. You sent me a message. You wanted to sponsor or highlight something for vacation links or whatever it was, holiday links. And you sent me a message, and I just thought it'd be easier to answer you verbally on the show, and also everyone could hear the same message.
Kuddy Urban Apparel, LLC sponsorship of the belt tomorrow.
Brilliant. A man from Earth wants to sponsor the bell tomorrow. A man from Earth through Discord. Sorry, through one of my mediums, X, Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Send me your link that you want me to use. That will be in the bell tomorrow. All day tomorrow, Man from Earth will be sponsoring the bell. He'll have his links below, and he will also have his name on the bell. So send me an image, send me the information, and I will do that for you. But what I want to talk to you about, you asked me to share some links or whatever it was. So you've got two options of doing that. We can do it one day if you sponsor the bell like this, and for $10 you can sponsor the bell for the day, and I'll put your links below and so on and so forth. However, if you want to get mentioned every day, you can sponsor. It's cheaper to be a sponsor of $99 for the month, and then you can downgrade, because then you get the whole 30 days as a sponsor. You'll also go on the homepage of the channel as a YouTube sponsor, and you'll be able to phone in and get a lot more. So if you want a better value, that's the way to do it. If you want to do another way to do this, a very effective way, is if you offer a prize, whether it's a cash prize or, a prize like, something you're giving away, like a holiday voucher or something it might be. I can set up a competition for you. This is what I want to explain. I can set up a competition for you, which will give you links to websites, links to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And people win tickets. You've seen my competitions. They win tickets and chances to win the prize by clicking on those links. And that will get you lots of engagement in lots of places for a single prize. Everyone does that. That works very, very well. So if you'd like that, consider that. That would be very beneficial to you. Considering the reach that we have and the cost of it, that would work very, very well. So message me if you want to do that. So I just thought I'd try to explain all of that in there. All right, great. Man from Earth, thank you very much indeed for your super chat, and I will make sure I get that done. It's your responsibility, though, today to send me the information, and I will get it out for tomorrow. If I don't receive it today, then of course I won't have it for tomorrow. So please do make sure that you do that. In the meantime, here is my super chat. Appreciate it. Heyday! $10. There you go. Fantastic. Thank you very much. All right. Link for X, Alan. I've given Alan my link. Nonny gifted memberships also. It was Nonny. Thank you, Nonny, for doing that. Yes, it was Nonny, Bill and Sensei. Thank you very much. Any new countries from the new members? Yes, we added Iceland. We are now up to 41 countries now represented in our show. I don't know if that's some kind of record, but it sounds pretty good to me. We have members in 41 countries. Sounds pretty good to me. You didn't sing. We need that. Mr. Bogues, Mr. Bogue, if you want the Piano Man, it'll be in tomorrow night's concert. Let me give everyone the link. Did you want a little bit in the show now, did you? Is that what you're saying to me? Here is tomorrow. Here's my music channel. Hopefully everyone is subscribed to me on my music channel for the reasons I've explained. Here is tomorrow night's concert. Friday night is music night. Make sure that you go there now, click on it. And we're going to end the show in a second. We're just coming to the end now. Click on that. That's tomorrow night's concert. And you can click like, leave a comment, click reminder, and you'll be in tomorrow night's live phone-in. Mr. Bo, get all your mates to phone in, and we'll have a good night with that. Larry Elson announced that Tesla and Oracle are making a Cybertruck police car. Very nice. Very nice. ABR, Seth has reminded me to do ABR. He wants to look at ABR. Okay. He wanted ChargePoint, and I had ChargePoint set up. Look. But he said, no, I want to look at ABR now. So let's do ABR. I can do that for you. Do you want a back test, or do you want a quick look? What would you like? What would you like, Seth? Tell me what you'd like, and I'll do it for you. Wow, Man from Earth, thank you very much. There you go. Vacation incentives for every member of your channel. Okay, so we need to work a way to do that then. If you want to be able to promote that, you should do it through a competition or be a sponsor. I can't promote all, for a week or a month. You have to be a sponsor to do that. Or we can do a competition, or I can just mention the link tomorrow. Okay? But anyway, send me the information, how you would like to do it, and we'll do it. All right? We'll set it up for you. Absolutely. So, Mr. Bogues, I'll be there. Okay, it's a little bit. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. We'll do Piano Man tomorrow night. Mr. Bogues, do you work with Nicola? A question there from Zach8. Back test, please. Okay, you've got it. No, just an investor from the very beginning. Mr. Bogues, VTIQ. Nice shirt. Everyone loves the Nicola shirt, don't they? They all love it. I want one for SPCE. I want one for SPCE. A full back test. We can only do one per show. It takes about 10 minutes. So we're going to do this now and finish up with this. I will share with you. Let me just bring it up on the screen. The portfolio is coming up now. It won't take me very long, and I'll be ahead of Mr. Warren Buffett again in the S&P. You can see I'm coming up. I didn't panic this morning. I didn't stress this morning. I didn't buy either because I think there's lower lows to come. I just sat and waited, and it's coming up quickly, and it's about to pass Mr. Warren Buffett. Now, you could have said, but if you'd bought this morning, you would have made more money. Don't need to. Sitting and waiting. Thanks, I have 12 of them. I wear them a lot, he says. If I write up a chord progression and melody, would you play it on the piano? Possibly. I can't commit and guarantee that. If you join my live show and you give me a super chat as a request to play it, then yes. Remember, a request without a tip is merely a suggestion. However, if you tip me with a super chat, I've got no bloody choice because you paid me to do it, so I will do it. So yeah, a request without a tip is merely a suggestion, but if you tip one of my live shows, then of course I will oblige. I want to do anything I can to support you and entertain you. Right, this is looking good. Now then, we're going to do a test here for, I think it was Seth. Okay, only one of these per day. Let's have a look. So for the next few moments, it's not going to be entertaining or exciting at all. I will warn you now. It's not designed to be entertaining. It's a bit of information. And just before I do that, let's get everybody to tap the like button. Important. Here's the music. All right, here we go. How many have we got watching? We got 51 watching, 52. So we need 25 likes to be 50%. We have 31. Oh, we're doing 75% again today. Tap the like button. That'd be great. If we can get to 40 likes, that'd be like 90% of those watching, which is way above the average. So there we go. Tap the like button. What that does, and why I ask you every day to do it, is it will continue to suggest my videos to you, so you'll see and you won't miss anything. If you tap the down like button, and I don't mind if you do that. In fact, I ask you to hit the down like button. That does, YouTube will not show you my content anymore, and they will try something else. So they will try to find something better to suit you. And I want that. I want you to get the content you want and be happy. And I want to get the best, most engaged audience on YouTube TV. So we get the best audience. We build the biggest and the best and the most powerful audience on YouTube TV. So thank you ever so much, everyone that did that. I appreciate it. We're now going to go and do a full back test on a stock ABR today. And let's have a look at it. All right, and give you my views. Okay. Sensei is in the chat. Sensei, are you with me?
Yes, I'm still here.
You hanging around today? Hey, listen, Sensei. We did a poll. I bet you were nervous, right? Because I know how it feels. You're like me. You feel things. Your emotion. You got to be a real person. Would you like to see a Sensei weekend show was my poll. 83% out of 35 votes. Would love to see you. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot that everyone actually enjoys the content, and I'm actually helping out. I love this channel because of the truth, and I just want to be part of it and give my opinions and give everyone watching as much information as you can, the chart sides, any extra data I have, anything I can share to just help make informed decision is what I love to do. I love charts, and I'm just sharing my passion with everyone, and it's very, very nice to see that that everyone enjoys it as well. It means a lot.
83% is great because you always get a few clowns who try to say negative stuff, drive it down. That's a really, really good number. Congratulations. That means a lot to me that so many people want to see you. I'm going to put you on the spot now. Are you free this weekend to do your first show? Are you?
Yeah,
would you rather
sure.
wait?
If you're happy with that, it's all up to you, Martin. I'm definitely down to do it. I appreciate the opportunity a lot.
You see how I always do things like this. It's always impulse. It's always natural. Always you say, bloody hell. What? Just suddenly? Yes. Right. So this is Saturday or Sunday best for you, Sensei?
We can do Sunday before the week starts. Give everyone
Sunday. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're going to set up a live show for Sunday. What's a good time for you, Sensei?
So I think most of the audience in the US. I think I late at nighttime UK. Catch people going to bed in the UK. Pick up people in the afternoon. I think the UK time I can tell you maybe like 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. your time, that would suit you best, right? Which is 987-654, 3 o'clock. So that's 3 p.m. So that's closing bell. That's closing bell time on Sunday. All right. So what we're going to do, folks, we're gonna commit to this now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're gonna Sensei's going bloody hell. Right. So 3 p.m. Central Time, which is 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 9 p.m. UK. Sensei is going to be live on my show, on his own show. It's not me doing a show and Sensei calling in. Oh, no. I am going to be in the audience. I am going to be tuning in with you. I am going to be watching myself in the audience. My computer is going to be shut down. It's Sunday night. My computer's off. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just going to watch and enjoy as I sit and watch Coronation Street, my weekend catch up with Leah on the sofa with a cup of tea and a biscuit. I'm going to have at the side of me my iPhone watching Sensei do his very first show. So hopefully everybody will tune in for that. We shall post the link later on this week, probably today or tomorrow. So look out for that link. You'll see it appear on the upcoming live stream of the channel. You know how that works, right? It'll be here in the upcoming live stream. So this is this afternoon show. This is tomorrow's Friday. This is tomorrow's Friday closing bell. So right in between there will be a little thumbnail with the wonderful face of Sensei Crypto. So Sensei, I need a headshot, your best face, send in to me, and I shall replace this old bloke here with a picture of you, and you will sit right in between there, and you will be there. Sorry, right in between there, and you'll be there for Sunday. So everybody, look out for that and make it an event to remember. We're gonna have Sensei live on the show and doing his own show. Be very, very exciting. So Moy Guzman loves it. He says, I like it, Martin, you the man. Well, not me, Sensei. I'm going to be in the audience. I'm going to be in the audience phoning in. I might even phone in. Might do a phone in and say, this is bloody rubbish. Don't like crypto, rubbish. Anyway, okay. I just ordered my first shirt of Martin, but I haven't. Hey, Zach say I've just ordered my first shirt. You got the hoodie, right? The hoodie. I haven't got it yet. Bloody hell, Zach, you only ordered it like 2 days ago. They got to make it, mate. These are like one-offs. Ed, I haven't listened to it yet, but I've still got your text on my phone to do. It's in my to-do list. So I haven't missed that either. So I'll get to you. Right. Sensei is going to take part in this. This is good. We've not done this before. So Sensei, we're going to do a back test for, who was it for? Seth has asked me to do this. Arbor. We're going to do a full back test, and Sensei is going to offer his take on it as well. So this is a very in-depth, this is our most in-depth one we've ever done. So there you go. So everyone look out for that link later on Sunday. Right, let's set the time. 1:57. I don't normally put these out as videos, but today we're going to. 1:57, ABR. ABR. So let me get my software up on the screen, and we're going to back test against the S&P. We've got Sensei giving a review on it as well. Let me check my dates. Inception, 2004. So I like to go 2005. We don't want to catch the first year because of IPO bounces and stuff like that. 2004, 2005. Bear with me as I set up my software. Okay. And it's going to be ABR. Okay, 100% of my portfolio compared to the S&P. 100% of my portfolio. What my view is, what my take is on it, and Sensei is going to add his element to it as well. Just reading some information. Okay. Right. All right. We have that. We have it. Okay, so here we go. I need one more thing on here. ABR. ABR. Okay. Real estate. Okay. And is it O? What's the realty? What our favorite realty Sensei? Is it O? Do you remember?
Sorry, Mart?
What's our number one realty? Is it O? We've used it before.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's all right. I'm just going to think a minute. I think it's O. What's the number? Can someone remind me? I'm not in it. I don't like it. What's the number one realty? It's a dividend king. A lot of people buy it for dividends. I think it's one. It's not O Realty, because if it was, it'd be coming up. MO. I can't remember it now. What is it? Realty. What's the name of it?
I think it is ticker symbol O.
Yeah, O Realty. Yes, it is. It is O. Right, it is. Okay. I wanted that because this is a dividend king, a very popular one with wealthy investors that like buying a well-established Arbor Realty. That's not Arbor, Realty Income. That's it. That's it. That's been going a lot longer. So I'm going to compare that. It's important to compare like-minded stocks as well, especially ones with great history, like O has. That's it. Realty Income. This one's been around since 1969, so it's important to compare that. All right, I have the two. So here we go. For the benefit of Seth, here's a full back test. Fibonacci. Thank you for what you said this morning. I needed to hear everything you said. I think I'm getting too emotional about my money in the stock market. I have been losing sleep and getting stressed. Most important thing above anything else, it's not how many subscribers I've got, how much money I've got, but when Leah tells me at the end of the day, Martyn, you're a good person and you helped people out today, you made people feel good. Because if we make you feel good, If we make you feel good, you'll live a more positive life. And if you're happy and positive and sleep well and not stressed, which is the opposite of where Fibonacci Blue is right now, you will do better with your money on the markets, period. 100%. Stressed, not sleeping, you'll always make the wrong decisions. You'll always do the wrong thing. So I'm glad, more than whether I make money on super chats, memberships, subscribers, that's all wonderful. That's cherry on the top. But more important than any of that is you saying that. So I'm glad it's helped. That's why we're here. That's why I get out of bed, because I want to feel that my life was worth something and it makes somebody somewhere feel good today. And if many people feel like that, I have the best job in the world. So you're very welcome, and I'm glad it gave you some assistance. All right, so good. Okay, now then, I've bounced around it too much. I need to focus. We've got Sensei in the chat, and I need to look at this now. So here we go. Arbor. Did I write down the time? I did. Okay, here we go. Okay. Arbor Realty Trust, which is ticker symbol ABR. This is an in-depth video. It's probably one of the most in-depth videos we've ever done on a stock like this. Our members can request me to do a full back test, my opinion on a stock, comparing it to the S&P and like-minded stocks, but also with a full chart analysis from Sensei. We've never done it before in that way. So this is the first for this. In this video, you're gonna hear what I think about Arbor Realty Trust, what I think about these types of investments, how it compares to one of the most famous, of course, we'll come on to that, how it compares to the S&P. Is it a good investment long term? Excuse me, my price target, where I see it going, and also some chart analysis, some levels, some resistance, support, and so on, done by our chart expert analysis, Sensei Crypto, who now has his own show on Sunday. Look, click above my head. This Sunday is his world premiere. We're very excited. Live on my channel will be Sensei's own show. So we're looking forward to all of that. So let's get straight into it. So for those of you who don't know, what is Arbor Realty Trust? Should we be buying it? Should we not? What is it? Let's have a quick look. All right, let's zoom in just a bit more so you can see what we're looking at right now. And at the end of this, I've got a bit of a surprise as well. So stick around for that. Those that are watching me live, that is. This is made during a live video, so everything is real. Arbor Realty Trust operates as a real estate investment trust, which engages in the provision of loan origination and servicing for multifamily, senior housing, healthcare, and diverse commercial real estate assets. It operates through the structured business and agency business segments. The structured business segment offers structured loan origination and investment services. The agency business segment is involved in agency loan origination and servicing. The company was founded by Ivan Kaufman in June 2003, so it doesn't have a great deal of history yet, so the back test isn't as effective as it might be. However, we're going to do it. And is headquartered in New York. The listed name is ABR. Okay, it's got 630 employees, around since 2003, a market cap of 2.85. So we're not a penny stock. Price earnings ratio is 9. 9 is the price earnings ratio. That tells us how expensive it is, the price to the earnings ratio, what you're going to earn in ratio to the price you're paying for the stock. So when you look at the price earnings ratio, you have to compare that to others in the same sector. There's no point comparing it to Tesla or Google or something. You have to compare it to similar stocks in a similar field. So looking at realty income, for example, price earnings ratio is 40. Not exactly the same, but a similar structure. Anyway, so the price earnings ratio is fair. It pays a very good dividend. Now, we've been asked to do a full video on dividends, and we will do that. Look in the series and you'll see videos about dividends. if you have a high paying dividend stock, the chances are you're not going to get much growth, because they pay in dividends. Very often, this kind of investment is designed for people that are not looking for growth. They've made money. They're wealthy senior people who just want a passive income, a dividend stock they can live on and have that coming regularly, and so on and so forth. Tends to be the older generation will buy that. They've made their money in growth stocks. They're now in dividend stocks, which don't grow very much, but give them a dividend. However, if you buy a stock that pays you a good dividend, it probably doesn't have much growth, or maybe negative growth. So you need to compare that. If you look at it and go, well, I'm making great dividends, but your assets are going down in value overall, is it a good investment, and are you making money compared to somewhere else? So it's always worth noting that. But anyway, it looks on the face a good dividend. And also, how often does it pay it out? No point promising a high dividend if you've only paid it out once. Coca-Cola, J&J, they are dividend kings, because not only do they always pay out, they increase what they pay out. I think Coca-Cola over 68 years, don't quote me on that, somewhere like that, in the 60s anyway, continually pays out, continually increases what it pays out, and it has a growth. You can't expect as much like Tesla as a growth if you're a dividend stock. It's structured differently. It's structured for a different type of investor. So you decide where you are. Have you got to build a dividend, a portfolio, then earn dividends, or are you just living on dividends? You got to decide. Anyway, it's a 52-week low was $10.10, and its low today is $15.12. Okay, that's the initial look. Let's scroll down here. Now, our analysts give it a 50% buy. Now, don't always take these analyst reports as gospel, because they are very often out of date. These can be up to a month sometimes out of date. So this might be a month ago it was a buy, today it's not. Also, analysts can be biased. They can be swayed in one way or another. Don't take it. Analysts say it's great, so I'm buying it. They can be swayed, and there can be a bias there. So just bear that in mind. However, if you see consistently a 90% buy by a good number of analysts on a stock, it probably is generally considered to be good. Just don't take it as, well, I'm buying it because the analysts say I should. Okay. So as you can see, 33% saying sell. So it's got a mixed bag. Now, as we can see here, not a surprise, as I predicted, and this is the first time I've looked at this stock. So I'm looking at it for the first time. So when I say things and I scroll down and I get it right, that's just, I got it right. I'm not pre-planning this video. I'm doing it in a live video. Now, I said it's got a good dividend. It probably doesn't grow very much. As you can see, the earnings, it hasn't grown very much. No surprise, because it's paying out its profits to its shareholders. So it can't, can it? So it's a profitable company, and right now we want profitable companies, because the markets with the rates where they are, and we're going to go sideways for a while. We need companies that aren't in debt right now. Now, I'm not looking at the financials. Maybe Sensei will do that in a few moments, but I'm not looking at the financials today. I'm just looking at the basic principle of this stock, comparing it to a back test of the S&P and O Realty. We'll do that in a second. But you can see here, it's beaten expectations. Now, that's good. And the reason why it's beaten expectations, and from my understanding of the general markets, not this actual stock, because it's the first time I've looked at it ever, is that commercial real estate has been losing money. We all know the famous story with Elon Musk getting the Twitter offices cheap and so on and so forth. A lot of commercial buildings, because of the state of the economy, have been losing money and unoccupied, and industries investing in commercial real estate have been losing money. So the expectations were low, but nevertheless, this company has managed to make a profit and beat expectations consistently. However, what's interesting is the Wall Street And they're the ones who set the analysts. They're the ones who set the expectations, not the company itself. Remember, they haven't really revised it upwards. They've continually said, no, it's not going to do that well. And ABR beats it again, beats it again, beats it again. However, they haven't continued to raise their expectations. The street sometimes can't. We know that the street doesn't know how to value Tesla because the robo-taxis, the Cybertruck, the licensing, all these things haven't happened yet, and the street don't like uncertainty, and they don't like things they can't price in. So very often, a company can be underrated, undervalued, and overperform, and the street doesn't catch up with it. It just leaves it alone. It doesn't know what to do with it. So this is good, and they've beaten expectations consistently. I now like to look down here. This is very important. This is often overlooked when I ask people. People don't even scroll this far down. For me, this is the most important part. This tells me who buys this. And I love when this happens. I love when this happens because I'm looking at it for the first time and I'm kind of backing up what I said before I knew it, right? Realty income, number one. I used realty income as a comparison when I was setting up this video without looking, and I was right. It's the same sort of people, elderly investors with money, and that's good. That's good. It means the stock is less volatile. If we look below here and we see Mullen and we see things like AMC and we see Bed Bath and Beyond, we see rubbish companies that are all over Reddit. We know the stock is going to have volatility. We know it's going to get shorted. No one's going to short this stock. No one shorts realty income. No one shorts things like that because these are consistently making money. You don't short Coca-Cola. You don't short J&J. I mean, some people do, of course, but very, very low. So this shows us the people that buy this are sensible people. That sounds a bit crazy, but it's important because we don't want to see a bunch of junk stocks all littered down here. So scroll to the bottom, find out who's buying the stock. That's very important. Very often overlooked when I ask people on Robinhood how many people look at this, and they tell me very few people use this service, and it's actually quite important, if not one of the most important things. I use it all the time. Anyway, so that's good, right? Arbor. So far, looking pretty good. Let's go over its history. Now, unfortunately, this is a bit distorted because it's only been around since 2003, IPO'd here, popped up, and of course, now we have this crash here in 2008. I beg your pardon. 2004, 2008. Of course, we had the crash. Very familiar with that. It's not been around that long, so it's up. If it started here, its growth would be a lot less, right? But anyway, beside the point, we can't compare it going back like or the S&P. It's got a very limited period of time. But in 2008. We can see this was the crash that we experienced in this sector, and then it gave people the opportunity. You remember Michael Burry shorted the market. We had a huge crash across the United States and around the world, for that matter. So we can see that here, and since then we've had growth. We had March 2020 dropped off. Pretty much every company had that issue. Other than, of course, Zoom and those that took advantage, Moderna, COVID vaccines, others took advantage of this, but most companies lost out when this happened. Not all, but most. Anyway, so we get an idea of where we're going. We look at it over the year to date. Most companies are up by this amount. This is nothing amazing. The S&P is up. I'm up more than this. I was at 25% year to date. I'm back down now, but this is quite good considering we've got a dividend stock that pays 10%. However, we need to know. I haven't got time on this video to look at my dividend payout history, but You'd have to see how often it paid that out. Because if it's had that sort of growth over the year to date is 14%, and it's paid a 10% dividend, then it's done very, very nicely. Thank you very much. However, has it paid out every occasion? I don't know. On this video, we're not going to look at that. Right, let's go into my back test, and then we're going to go to Sensei from a chart perspective. If we compare it, now what I've done here, to so you know, I've gone from 2005. Because 2004 IPO'd, I'm not interested in the first year when everyone buys it and drops it. Not interested in that. But what I am interested in is from 2005. I put in $10,000. So you can see here, I put in $10,000 hypothetically, ABR, VU, and O. 100% of ABR, 100% of VU, 100% on O, and then we get a comparison, and then we can compare. So when you're investing in something, the first thing you want to do is do what I've just done, look at the basics, then look at the financials, and we're going to touch on that with Sensei in a moment. But compare it now to something else. Before we get carried away and think, hey, great, I'm going to buy this, it's brilliant. Well, hang on a minute. Where is my money best suited? Where's it going to work the best? Maybe I can get more if I buy something else. So before you jump on in, compare it to something else. So if we compare Arbor's in blue, and you can see how Arbor's performed very, very well. You can see it reacted massively in March 2020. We can see it really did get affected more by macro conditions. Now that's important because we have, and let me just say, we have the S&P in red, we have O, realty income, in yellow. So you can see that Arbor since 2005 has outperformed O and outperformed the S&P. Looks pretty good. Full disclosure, I've set this up to reinvest those dividends. This is set up to reinvest all the dividends. So with ABR paying high dividends, they've been reinvested automatically on the dividend day, not randomly or manually. They've been done on the dividend payout dates, okay? So overall, you've had this, a good return. However, what I don't like to see is if I'm buying a dividend stock, if I'm buying a stable company like this, I want stability. What we've got here is a dramatic downturn, but then we had a dramatic upswing. So that is a concern because that would indicate, have they paid out all of the dividends? I'm just reading in the chat from Seth. Let's have a look. Did he write that down? Every 3 months it pays out. They have increased the dividend every year over year recently, and it's every 3 months for those in the chat wanting to know. So Seth has done that research. I haven't got time to do it right now, but he said they've paid every 3 months, which is a standard, and they've paid they increased year over year. But how often have they increased? I don't know. This video isn't going to answer that question. You can do your research on the dividend payouts and the history, and you can look back. But for a dividend stock that provides stability, I don't like this, but then you get the swing. So it does look good. Is it a buy right now? I'm not in this. I won't be in this stock because I am not at the stage where I just want to hold and receive dividends. However, this has had growth as well as dividends, so it does look interesting. But for me, I'm looking for growth stocks, space, AI, EVs, Tesla, to make my $200,000 hopefully by the end of next year. And then I can move into more of these, and then I'll be reassessing which ones I want to buy. Right now, I'm 54 years of age. I'm not planning on retiring anytime soon. I've got chance to make growth stocks and then buy this. So that's my take on it. It does look pretty good. Is it a time to buy it right now? Not for me, because I'm not buying this type of stock right now. But as you can see, it's outperformed the S&P, outperformed the most famous of all realty stocks, which of course is Realty Income O. It's a favorite amongst rich, wealthy, retired people. But this is interesting stock, no doubt. Let's go and get a perspective now from Sensei, who I've held on the phone far too long, but he is here with us now, and he's going to give me some information on their financial position, also a chart position. I've just done the basic principles of it. Now we're going to hear from Sensei from a chart perspective and more financials. Okay, let's go over to Sensei now. Sensei, thank you for being so patient and staying on the line for me. What do you have for me?
No problem. Yeah, this looks like an interesting company for the people that like to invest in the realty side of things. I mean, personally, I think when it comes to real estate, it's better to try and get involved yourself in a way that you actually own these properties, whatever way that could be. I don't really like any stocks that do it for you, because there's so many middlemen, you lose a lot of value. But looking at this stock itself, for the dividend side of things, I've just pulled up the dividend yield. It seems to be increasing. They seem to have been paid out since 2016. It's getting more reliable. The payout ratio is now around 93%. We can see they've been increasing it over here. They have missed a couple, I believe, otherwise that percentage wouldn't be. It would be 100%, I think. But yeah, it looks like they're paying it out. It looks like they're increasing it, which is good. Nice higher dividend. And he said the income, their revenue seems to be increasing. I just had a quick look at the quarterly. That seems to be another. As you can see, it's really that the dark blue line there. You can see it's increasing, and it looks like 2023 is going to be another record. So that's good. But now, what I like to do, for me, it's all about the chart. And looking at the chart, it looks good. I mean, what we want to see obviously this area here in 2008, I think that's to be expected. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a real estate crash that led the market crash, so no surprises there. But if we sort of ignore that and start looking forward, all I see in the chart is a low, a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. A sideways action, lower, higher low, higher low, and then we got the COVID crash. And as you said, that did happen to basically all stocks on the market, not all, but most, 95%, I guess. And then we got that crash. But once again, we have taken out that high from the pre-COVID, which is good to see. And now we've put in a higher low. So the market structure seems to be upwards. It's slow, in my opinion, compared to some of the more growth stocks out there. Level wise, I think it could come back to $13.50, and if we do see a market crash, I think $8 is the level. But for me, I don't like investing in real estate companies on the stock market. I'd rather get involved myself somehow, and actually own a chunk of them. Other ways. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the chart. And it's also not in a sort of an oversold territory. So there's not really too much there's not a buy, there's not a sell at this current moment.
Thank you very much, Sensei, for your thoughts. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed that from Sensei. I agree with Sensei. If I was into realty, I'm just not interested in it. It's not something that floats my boat. However, if there's no question about it at all from most investors, you can make more money owning real estate than the stock market. If you buy the right property and do it up and flip it and so on, or rent it out, there's no doubt about it. You can make more money by buying property and holding it and renting it or flipping it than you can on the stock market. And if you are interested in realty, land and property and stuff like that, then buy some property and start flipping it and start being an investor that way. However, you might not want to do all of that, and I can't be bothered. I have a property which I just keep. I don't rent it or anything. It's just my home in England and my home here in the US. I'm not interested in it. However, it does look pretty good. I hope that was of use. I'm going to wrap up this video now. So if you click above my head, that will take you to my X account, my socials, and you can see more information of when I buy, when I sell, my trades, and get more information. You can also direct message me as well through my X and my Instagram and all those different links. Over here, you'll see our Friday night music night. We're going to do a concert tomorrow night. We're looking forward to that. Down here, more in this series. If you want to go and check other videos, I think you might find useful. But if you want more information from Sensei, his services, he does run our crypto challenge and has his own show this Sunday coming up as well on my channel. Tune in for that. Links are below and above my head and all that stuff. And I hope that was of use. Arbor Realty Trust. For me, it's not one that I'm looking to buy. I'm looking for more growth stocks right now. I'm not really a fan of this kind of stock. However, it does look pretty good. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right. I've got to get going. I've been here way too long. I've got so much work to do in preparing video. Oh, what's that? You got a Starbucks with the drink and everything. Oh, the drink and everything. Leah's got me a Starbucks. Sensei, you're still with me? Is there something you wanted to do? Because I'm running out of time.
No, I'm as you know, I'm just like looking at the charts, making it. The crypto's going down, but I think that was expected.
Fair enough.
That's all I was looking at.
Fair enough.
And the stocks, if I have a quick look, yeah, they're recovering a bit. Nothing too major.
I tell you what. I tell you what. I want to do a commercial for your show on Sunday. So, what asset do you want? You can just talk a bit. I want like a 2 or 3 minute video. I'll talk a bit. You can talk the rest of it about what people might see on Sunday. What you're going to talk about. If you want to share your Coinbase on this, whatever it is you want to do. All right. So prepare for that. Let me bring up this position, and we'll put this in at the end here. Just bear with me. End. We've got end Sensei. Okay, we're going to end the show right now. Hopefully we've covered everyone's questions and thoughts. Still got 51 watching. Thank you ever so much. Tap the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. That'd be great. If you want to join me for tomorrow night's concert, we've got 6 people already now waiting. They're all 6 people already liked. There is the link for tomorrow night's Friday night's music night concert. Thank you very much for that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to make requests and be part of the family. Alrighty. Okay, let me come to here and we'll do this very quickly. Right. Okay, so let's go. What should I be on? All right, I'll be on this. Crypto chart enthusiasts, all of you that love to know the latest in crypto, which coin to buy, all of those that like to know about the charts, the technical analysis, well, your dream has come true. This Sunday, live on my channel, Sensei Crypto is going to have his own show on Sunday. It's going out 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, hang on a minute. Look at this.
Thank you both, Martyn and Sensei.
Thank you very much indeed. That was from Seth. This is made during a live video. That's nice. That was good timing. How perfect was that? Anyway, that's 9 p.m. UK time. Join me. Click above my head and you will have the link to our live event. It's going to be Sensei with his own show on my channel discussing crypto, your charts, answering your questions. It's going to be very exciting. I'm not going to be live. I'm going to be enjoying a cup of tea with my wife on a Sunday evening, but I might pop in and say hello and see what's going on. So we have Sensei on the phone now talking about his world premiere show, live show on my channel. Let's go over to Sensei now and hear from him directly what you're going to see and hear about on Sunday night. Here we go. Sensei, you're live on the show. We're looking forward to your world premiere on Sunday night. Tell us what we're likely to see and what we can learn from you on Sunday night.
Yeah, it's very exciting. Thanks for allowing me to do this, Martyn. I think it's great. I think I think it's going to be a good fun, especially for people that like crypto. We're gonna discuss a lot of different crypto, the strategy for the upcoming bull run. We're at a point now with crypto where I see in the next 3 to 6 months, more likely in the next 3 months, a lot of opportunity is gonna present itself, and crypto is so fast moving. When it starts, it's very hard to keep up. And we're going to have this weekly show to keep our investments in check, to answer all your questions. I'm sure there's a lot of people here who haven't been through a crypto cycle before. It's hard to get your head around. I'm going to be here trying to just give what I've learned over the cycles I've been, answer questions. We will also be looking at any questions people have. For example, we'll dive into sort of charts like the FOMC participant assessments. We're going to be talking about recessions. I think I'm a bit more bearish than Martyn, so we can start talking about a bit more on the downside potential I see. Give you guys as many different perspectives as possible. We're probably going to bring back the weekly giveaway as well. For people that were here a few months ago,
Ooh.
6-7 months ago, we used
Wow.
to do $10 weekly giveaways. I'm not sure if we'll do it this Sunday. It might be too short notice, but we're looking to bring that back. So if you tune in, there's that opportunity to win that $10.
I love it.
But yeah, there's
I'm
all
going to
watch
watch.
charts. If
Hang
you
on a
guys
minute.
like charts,
Hang on.
want to learn. Yes.
If it's your show, I know it's on my channel, right? But if can I enter? I can't enter, folks. I want to though. That'd be good. So you got to join in just for the giveaway on Sunday. I'm going to join in, but I can't win. Just so you know, I can't win. Go on. Sorry to interrupt you, Sensei.
Yeah, so yeah, it'll be chilled out. It'll probably be an hour or so. We'll be answering questions. Definitely, all the members that want to tune in, ask me do any charts, go for anything specific. Then I'm happy to do all those requests. But yeah, as I said, it's mainly going to be crypto because that's what I love doing. I love crypto. I think crypto can be life changing. I'm sure over the next 3 years there'll be millionaires created on this channel, which will be exciting to see. Obviously, it all comes with risk. I'm not telling anyone to follow me. This is not financial advice. Same with my own services, and it's just a lot of people started requesting. Let me see, can I see your portfolio? How do you do this? How do you do that? And firstly, it was to help those people. It's to give opportunity for people to speak to me on one-on-one. I don't want to have a group too big, otherwise I won't be able to deal with all the people's questions. So I started charging for it, and it's basically to see what I'm doing with my money, to answer your questions more in depth. But if you don't want to subscribe, if you don't want all the premium access, then join the show on Sundays, and that will be completely free of charge. And then we'll probably do our own premium thing after the show. So it's very exciting, and I look forward to it very much.
Sensei, thank you very much for calling in. So if you want that link to there, it's this is made during a live show. It doesn't exist right now. So if you're watching live, you can't click above my head because there are no clicks above my head when I'm live. But when you watch this and it goes out as a video, there'll be a link here to Sensei's show. I'm also going to put it here. In fact, I'll put it down here. I'll put the link to Sensei's show here. And up here is our Friday night, his music night concert. Join in for that as well. And have a great show on Sunday at Sensei. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I look forward to tuning in. Great that there's going to be giveaways as well. I can't believe it. It just gets better and better. That's it from me. Enjoy the show on Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun, I'm sure. And until then, as always, take care of your money, your crypto, of course. Very important to Sensei's show. Take care of yourselves and each other. All right, that's Sensei. Good afternoon, Rumble continues to tumble. Jamie Bond. Right, I've got to end the show. I'm way over schedule. I've got a nice latte to drink from Leah's brought me, but I have to share with this. Paul Stone. I know it was Paul Stone because if I go here to earn stock, one of you did this. I'm so excited. Let me give you the link. Share the link. You can get up to $200 worth of stock. One of you won an Apple stock recently, so I know that happened. Here is the link in the chat. You can if you're in the United States, you can click on this. If you're in the UK, it will work later on this year. So just bear with me. It's coming imminently. I'll give it you twice. There's the link. You see me do it live. All right, there's the link in the chat. Okay, I'm giving it twice so you can see it. It's also below all my videos and on my link screen as well. But Paul Stone recently did this, so let's find out. If I click up here, it tells me that's Paul Stone. Claim. So now I'm going to claim my free stock. Now he got free stock. I got free stock. Everyone's a winner, right? Shall we see what I've got? Claim my stock. Here we go. What have I won? $5 again. I'm very happy with $5, but it's always $5. Others have won $200. I keep getting $5. Why is this? Why is this? I don't know. Anyway, you're only allowed to earn up to $1,500 a year anyway, so they probably think, well, you've got so many people doing it, you're only going to get $1,500 anyway. You can't get more than that. So that's probably what it is. Anyway, very exciting. So what am I going to get? I'd like to know from Paul Stone what he got as well. Let's see. Now, for me, it's a no-brainer. Shall we have a look at the stocks? For me, I'm gonna have. What am I gonna have? I'm looking at Tesla. If it's down still. Oh, no-brainer. Tesla. There we go. Scroll across. It's a no-brainer. I'll have $5 of Tesla. Thank you very much indeed. $5. Shall we do it? And don't forget, you can do this using my referral as well. You can get free stocks and free money. So let's do it. Let's do it. Yay! Get in $5 of Tesla. I'll take it. I'll take it. Want more stocks? Not right now. I've already shared the link. Don't get too greedy. There you go. Fantastic. Right, that's it from me. So if you want free stocks, you can get free stocks just like that. And that's how it works. All right? Brilliant. Now, if you are in the UK, you will get it later on. We need to do Day Trader of the Day. We need to get out of here. We've gone on way too long today, as we always do, let's be honest. Let's have a look. I'm stuck in a buy-in on Virgin Galactic. All right. I don't think the numbers add up. Virgin Galactic, Jamie Bond. I haven't got time to answer any more questions. So let's come out of Sensei's chart a minute. I'm stuck on there. There you go. I'm going to come out of the broadcast lounge now, Sensei. So I'm going to nip out of there. I'm going to end that. There you go. Let me come out of there. Mute. All right. Back up to here. Welcome all. Did we get Rawad Award? We have our new member. So I have to do this before I go. I was going to go, but I have to do this. Award Data Man. Are you still here? Award Data Man. Can you just confirm in the chat that is you there? Make sure that you're up to date. Press the live button. Bring yourself up to date. I need to make sure that is you before I upgrade you. Because I need to know that is you. I know it sounds obvious, but people will pretend to be you to get your benefits and perks. So just do that for me. Just confirm it's you. Let me reply to you. Please confirm on YouTube. This is you. Okay, that's how we do it. Okay. He's in the chat. Next month, gold. You will be. Seth Houston, thank you for your tip, by the way, your super chat. Don't forget, if you do a super chat, you can add a comment to it and it will read it out. We're just waiting for him to say it's him. Okay. He's in the chat. Just wait 1 second. Oh, yes. Award. Data Man. Are you here? Lots of people, Jamie Bond. Lots of people. Hundreds of thousands of people prepared to pay that. No issue at all. No issue at all. Give it just a few seconds. So get ready for day trader of the day, and I'll see if Award Data Man does come back so I can upgrade his account. He might be a few minutes behind the stream. So what do you do if you're behind the stream? We're going to do day trader of the day now. Many of you might be behind the stream. This is what you do. You click the live button. If it's gray, you're behind the stream. Click the live button. You are now up to date, but still 30 seconds behind. If you now click the cogs and go playback speed 2 times, you'll come up within 10 seconds of me being live. But if it's grey, you're behind the stream. Click the live button, you're now up to date, but still 30. You free to fly Virgin? Am I going to fly with Virgin Galactic? Yes, I hope so. Got to make some money yet, though. Okay, we brought everybody up to date now. I'm just going to give it a few more seconds to see if he's here. So get ready to do day trader of the day. I am down today slightly. I'm waiting for bigger dips before I start buying more. So I am down. Following very closely to Warren Buffett, though. I actually thought I was going to beat him for a moment there. Down down 1.15%. All right. So start putting your scores on the screen. Hopefully we'll get our friend to confirm he's here. I'm sure it's him, but I have to be very, very careful. Award Data Man. Okay, here come the scores. Down 1.15. Down 1.2. Who else have we got now? Any more scores? Neil's down 2.4. Zach's 8. I just realised Neil's comment didn't come on. Oh, there it is. 2.04. Just loaded more Virgin Galactic. Congratulations to you. Down 2. Down Lucas Hexon. Love the name, by the way. Down 4.2. Down 2. Down 3.58. 1.2. Am I the winner? Am I the winner? Oh, hang on. At the last second. Pedro is up 1.3. Well, I'm in second place today. I thought I was going to win today, but no. At the last moment, I was beaten. We never got our Ward Data Man, even though he's here, to come back. He's probably behind the stream and doesn't know yet about bringing himself up to date. But Award Data Man, I'm in second place, but the winner today is Pedro. So thank you for your honest trade. Give him a thumbs up, and there's the music. Congratulations. Excellent stuff. Pedro is our winner today. Congratulations, Martin. I'm second place. I nearly won. Pedro beat me today. But I thought I was going to win that. Anyway, never mind. That's okay. I'm right just on Warren Buffett's tail right now. I was hoping that would get our friend in. If not, I will do it later on in the closing bell. I've got to go, though. We are massively over time. Lots to do. I shouldn't be here. I'm just trying to wait as long as possible. Roll the credits. Now, you may remember yesterday we had chaos with the credits. Remember yesterday with the credits? Oh my gosh, I think it was Bill's fault giving me too many memberships. So anyway, let's see if the credits roll today. Let's have a look. Roll the credits. Yes, that's better. It's business as usual. Subscription. These are only the public subscribers. There are many more. Members. Award Data Man became a member. Don't know why it's showing twice. A Man from Earth and Seth Houston. Thank you very much indeed. Zach say good luck to all. I can't remember, says Niels. Anyway, that's it from me. Now then, look out for the premieres today. Several videos that are coming out. My gosh, I've got so much to do. What am I doing? I might not be able to do the closing bell. I've got so much to do. Anyway, also we got a new sponsor tomorrow as well. Did we get our member come back? Doesn't look like it. Anyway, I'll let the music play out. Thanks for all being here. We're now at 10,781 subscribers. Thank you very much indeed for all of you. By the way, make sure that you've subscribed to the newsletter, because if we're doing more cash giveaways, there are going to be extra tickets in our newsletter. There is the links to get the newsletter. It's free. Make sure you sign up for it. There'll be tickets to win our cash giveaway in the newsletter, and all my socials below there as well. If you follow me, you can follow me and all that. But that's it from me. I've got to get out of here. I'll hopefully upgrade our member later on. Until then, as always, take care of your money, your crypto, yourselves, each other. Bye-bye for now.